from the Great Western Forum, the Los Angeles Kings will try to stretch their unbeaten string to 5 as tonight they host the surprise team of last season's playoffs, the San Jose Sharks.
Goaltender matchup tonight. In goal for the Sharks, Arturs Urbe. You can see his record right there, 1 game above 500. He missed the game on Wednesday, a foot injury, as Bob told us earlier in the pregame show, falling down the stairs at home. Not the way to do it as a goaltender. And in goal for the Los Angeles Kings, another number 32, Kelly Hrudey. Hrudey making 42 saves in the Kings' last game against Dallas. You see his numbers right there, excellent. 4th in the NHL in save percentage. Officials for tonight's game, the referee, Lance Roberts. And on the lines, Wayne Bonney and Jay Shars. And right now, as the players getting ready, with the play-by-play, Bob Miller.
All right, Jim, thank you very much. As the Kings come home for a 2-game homestand. Tonight, San Jose. Tomorrow night, the Vancouver Canucks. Kings are 4-5-3 on the year. The Sharks 6-4-2. The Gatorade opening faceoff. Wayne Gretzky moving out to take the draw for the Los Angeles Kings against Jamie Baker, and the draw taken by Friesen for the Sharks, and it comes all the way back behind the King net. Sent around to the left point, held in there by Cronin with a shot in the glove saved by Kelly Hrudey. Puck picked up and sent out to center ice now. Here is Gary Curry. Curry at center, over now to Rob Cowie down the middle. Cowie shoots, and a save by Urbe. And he cradles it and hangs on. So Rob Cowie, defenseman just recalled from Phoenix due to the rash of injuries to the Kings, gets a pretty good chance right off the bat.
Bob, you expect the Kings defense to be real conservative coming in, but look at Cowie. He's leading the attack. Perfect timing on the pass. Doesn't get much of a chance to get a good shot on net, but you see Urbe right there. The puck is just on the top of his left pad. Cowie known for his big shot down in Phoenix. You can see he puts the puck in the net pretty regularly in the minor leagues. He can shoot it from the point.
Wayne Gretzky out on the draw this time, along with Butsayev, and Gretzky walked in and was knocked away. Game just underway here at the Great Western Forum, and Gretzky's pass is covered by the goaltender, Arturs Urbe. Well, the Kings have been busy in the trade market recently, and they made another one late today. Left winger Mike Donnelly got traded to the Dallas Stars for a number 4 draft pick in 1996. Play underway here again. Late arriving crowd due to horrendous traffic on the freeway.
Not that bad, Bob.
I averaged 15 miles an hour coming down here.
You were running?
I should have been. I'd have been here faster. Puck comes up to the blue line of San Jose and out to center ice. Taken there by Slava Butsayev, and he puts it into the King zone. Broken up there. Here's Randy Burridge up to center ice. Gets it over to Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky back to Burridge. Burridge in the slot. His shot rolls toward Urbe, and he scoops it up.
Not much happening right now, but the Kings are doing a decent job as far as entering the zone. We're still less than 1 minute into the game. Barry Melrose unbelievably happy after the Kings' last road trip. He just went over the entire roster talking about who played well. He mentioned the guys who were scoring the goals, but he also mentioned the players like Robert Long, the 4th-line center, who was playing well defensively. He really likes Randy Burridge. Burridge coming to the Kings for Warren Reichel, and Burridge he felt fits in great with Gretzky and Curry, and that Burridge, good two-way player, sees the ice well, can skate well enough.
Here's Philippe Boucher with a shot and a glove save by Urbe. The Kings have got the 2 newcomers back on defense, paired together right now, Sigurov and Boucher. For the Kings defensively, there's Kevin Constantine, the head coach of the San Jose Sharks. In his second year, he led them to a 58-point improvement last year, the biggest improvement from one year to the next in NHL history.
Similar style, I think, to Mike Keane, and Constantine really doesn't take any flack from his players. He will listen, he can communicate, but at the same time, he's not afraid to let his players know exactly how he feels.
Dan Quinn on the draw, back to Philippe Boucher at the right point. He gives it off on the right side to Quinn, and his pass taken away. Back to center ice come the Sharks. Don Peterson across the line, throws it down in deep. We have no score here in the first period. Kings have outshot the Sharks 3-1 so far. Up to center ice, Dan Quinn. Over to Tony Granato. He let it go. Picked up by Rick Tocchet. Tocchet, Quinn, and Granato up front. Puck steered into the corner. Played down by Ulf Dahlen, and Dahlen clears it out to center ice. Chased down left side by Harry. His shot is wide to the right side. Puck comes off the boards and is going to be played by Tony Granato. Granato played very well in Dallas the other night, and he sends it off on the right side of Boucher. Back up to center ice, out of the reach of Tony Granato. Chased in by Jason Moore, and he touches up for the icing call. And then a few words with Tony Granato, and Sean Cronin comes in, and now look out, tempers flare. Gaetan Duchesne over there, and he and Granato having words. We've got 18-12 to go here in the first period. Now Granato and Duchesne keep going after it.
Bob, Tony Granato waited for the referee to skate away from the play, then took another shot at Duchesne. But I'm pretty sure the referee, Lance Roberts, caught a piece of that last shot by Granato. We'll have to wait and see who's going off. I'm sure there were penalties already being called. Looks like Granato for the Kings and Duchesne of the Sharks. We'll try to take another look at it. Granato and Duchesne were talking, as were most of the players. Look at Granato. He's trying to beat more to the puck right there on the touch-up, but there is the icing call. And then Granato finishes it off. Well, Jason Moore, he wanted more part of that one. And Tony Granato, as always, will be right in your face. Rick Tocchet of the Kings also joining Granato in the penalty box, so it looks like the Sharks will have a power play here early in the first period, 18-12 remaining. Barry Melrose continues to work on the gum there, and he has a few words with the referee. Granato roughing, Tocchet roughing. Those are two penalties against the Kings, and for the Sharks, it's only Duchesne for roughing. So the Sharks will have a power play.
Face-off will be in the King zone to the right of Kelly Rudy, as San Jose not very good on the power play, only 5 in 50 attempts for 10%. 23rd in the league. King penalty killing, excellent, 85.7, and they rank 7th in the NHL.
But one thing for the Sharks on the power play, when they have their skilled players out there, and I think there's a real big bridge between the skilled players and the muckers for the Sharks. With the skilled guys out there on the power play, yeah, they can move it around, they can do the tic-tac-toe. But the other guys, they have trouble getting to the scoring areas. And I'm sure the Sharks certainly want to improve that area. The Kings cocking this face-off over, out-killing the penalty for the Kings, Rob Cowie, Daryl Sador. And they're joining Kevin Todd and Pat Connaughton.
Last year, the Sharks 20th in the league offensively, and coming into the game tonight, they're 21st. There's a shot by Jeff Norton and a save knocked down by Kelly Rudy. Puck comes to Todd Ellick, back to Norton. He shoots again. It's wide, this time off the boards, and is cleared by Pat Connaughton. All the way down into the San Jose zone. Power play for the San Jose Sharks. We have no score here in the first period. Bob Miller along with Jim Fox. Glad you joined us on Prime Ticket tonight. We'll be right back again tomorrow night against the Vancouver Canucks. Here is Norton down in deep now in the King zone. Checked by Sador. Back to Peterson to the right point. Tom Peterson shoots wide. Rebound off the boards. Ellick shoots up high. Puck comes down the right wing boards. Held in by Ulf Dahlen. Now in front to Bob Airey, but Conacher takes him out of the play. And the puck is cleared out to center ice with 1:13 left to go in the power play for San Jose.
Good rotation by the Kings forwards. Pat Connaughton getting down very low to come help out on the penalty kill. So you have 4 Kings players right back near the goal mouth.
Across the line, right side, San Jose Sharks with it. Sergei Makarov back to Peterson. He sends it out to the left side, and we get a whistle and a penalty on San Jose for interference. Interference against the San Jose Sharks. Jamie Baker gonna go to the penalty box. So in 56 seconds, the Kings will have a power play, but until then, we'll have a 4-on-4 skating situation.
The Sharks have not been allowed to stand in front of the goal on their power play, and Jamie Baker was just trying to create some commotion. It was well away from the puck. Interference is the call. So that usually means he was just trying to set a pick, trying to make sure he stabilized one of the Kings defensemen. He was a little too aggressive on the play. Like in basketball, you can't have that moving pick going. Baker goes off for interference, so now we'll have a 4-on-4 skating situation.
Face-off outside the blue line. Dan Quinn out for the Kings. John Druce and Quinn up front. Here is Chris Snell, just recalled from Phoenix, and his pass taken away by Sandis Ozolinsh. Taken by Dan Quinn. Quinn back in the Kings zone. He's had 4 points in the last 4 games. Still with it now, moves it up to John Druce. Here's Druce to center ice. 5 goals in the last 8 games for Druce. To Snell. Snell throws it down and deep, and Jeff Norton back to get it for San Jose. Norton moves it off on the right side with 25 seconds left in the 4-on-4 skating situation. Here's Sandis Ozolinsh, or excuse me, Norton. Norton across the line, dropped it back to the blue line. Now comes out of Ozolinsh's reach. Now he gets a shot knocked down and back to center ice. Here's John Druce. Druce trying to get around Ozolinsh. Ozolinsh getting back. Druce tried to make a move, but Ozolinsh got back to take it away. Intercepted by the Kings. Pass up the middle, taken away by San Jose, and the Kings are on the power play right now for 1:04. Here's Jeff Friesen, good-looking rookie out of the right point. He gives it to Ozolinch, back to Friesen. Comes to the blue line. Curry couldn't get it, sent in by Dahlen, but back to get it now. The Kings, Daryl Sador. Kings on the power play. No score first period. Gary Curry backhands it into the corner. Rick Tocchet goes for there. Tocchet steps in front of Peterson, gets it toward Gretzky, but Wolf Dahlen took it away. Now to center ice. Here come the Sharks 3-on-1. Across the line. Sikura's pass in front. Scored by Wolf Dahlen. Short-handed goal, the second short-handed goal the Kings have allowed. Sikura gave it to Ulf Dahlen, and it's 1-0 San Jose.
Bob, a little bit of uncertainty there between the Kings defensemen on the power play and the forwards. What happened in the situation, you'll see Gretzky there, I think Curry and Tocchet. Sador jumps up, and then no one really knew who was going to get the puck. Well, it was the San Jose Sharks, and they had a 3-on-1 going. Sikura makes a great pass right here. Goes to his backhand, and he threads it right between the legs of Boucher. Ulf Dahlen has a wide open net. Nifty little pass right there. But a little bit of hesitation up ice. Coming right at Kelly Rudy. Watch this pass. Just slithers through the legs, and Kelly Rudy cannot get across quick enough. Indecision costs the Kings. The Sharks lead 1-0.
So an outnumbered attack, and Ulf Dahlen gets his third goal of the year. Sikura with the assist at 4:18. Here's Tocchet shooting, just tipped wide. Tocchet in deep on the right side. Now taken by the San Jose Sharks. They've got 10 seconds left to kill in this penalty. Friesen sends it to center. Broken up now by Sigurov. Sends it down in the San Jose zone. Kate Van Duchesne with it. Checked by Sigurov, and the puck is cleared. And the penalty to Jamie Baker is over. So the Sharks take advantage of a short-handed goal to jump out to a 1-0 lead over the Kings. 14:57 left to go here in the first period. Here's Denis Sigurov, 6'3", 200 pounds. He sends it to the blue line of San Jose, and a hard check there on Kevin Brown by Sean Cronin. Sharks clear it out to center ice. Puck driven right back in by Daryl Sador, the veteran on defense of the Kings. He's only in his third year. Here is Sador on the right side. Sador's pass knocked down, and it comes out to center ice. San Jose, Ray Whitney with it, can't hang on. Robert Long, he gets stopped with the puck taken by Kevin Brown. Brown across the line, lost it there. Sharks with it again. Jamie Baker's pass down into the Kings zone, and Daryl Sador back to get it.
Immediate reaction here by the San Jose Sharks. Early in this period, the Kings were entering the zone. The Sharks were backing off. Right now, the Sharks standing up very strong at their own blue line.
Kings have got a man in front, and it was Conacher, but they couldn't get it to him. And now Conacher throws a check, lost his helmet. I don't know if he got a bit of a high stick or not. Nothing's called. Puck comes left side, Kings zone, and offside called against San Jose.
Take a look at Pat Conacher right here on the forecheck. A little bit of bad luck for Conacher, chasing down the puck. Watch the butt end of the stick. Artur Zerbe right there inadvertently catches the head of Pat Conacher. Dangerous situation. Conacher is all right. I don't think a penalty was deserved in that play. Certainly inadvertent by the goaltender.
Both teams at full strength. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. Sharks wheel it out to center ice. Sandis Ozolinch sent it down to the Kings zone, and Kelly Rudy out to play it. Rudy's pass going to be knocked down along the right wing side by Butsaya, but taken down by the Kings. Here is Cowie, got knocked down as he came out of the zone, and the San Jose Sharks take over. Sharks, Johan Garpenloff gives it into Sandis Ozolinch. Ozolinch is the guy that hit the crossbar in Game 6 of the playoffs with Toronto. Would have eliminated Toronto and sent San Jose into the semifinals of the Stanley Cup. But he hit the crossbar, and Toronto wound up winning the series. But San Jose beat Detroit 4-3 in the playoffs. And then there's a hard check by Eric Lacroix. He took a run at Sikura. We're going to get a penalty here, probably for charging against the Kings. Kings touch up, and the penalty going to be called, charging against Eric Lacroix. San Jose on the power play.
A hard hit by Eric Lacroix. Now, it's not necessarily a devastating check. We'll see Lacroix, but the reason why it's called charging, stop it right here, and look at Lacroix. He leaves his feet. Usually that's the indication for the referee to call the charging, and that's what happened against Eric Lacroix.
San Jose 0 for 1 on the power play, but they do have a short-handed goal. They have a 1-0 lead here in the first period. Todd Ellick back to Peterson. Peterson to the former King, Ellick. Ellick on the right side, wheels it down into Ulf Dahlen. He's got the only goal of the game so far. Dahlen, his pass up the middle and out of the reach of Peterson. So the Sharks have to chase it back into their own zone. In recent games, San Jose Wednesday beat Vancouver 3-1. And the game before that, they tied Vancouver 1-1. So they come in unbeaten in their last 2. Kings unbeaten in their last 4 games. Puck comes in deep and a hard check there along the boards as Chris Snell threw that check. Sharks with a dough. We have a broken stick out on the ice. Kevin Todd without a stick and a shot and a save by Kelly Rudy. So he hangs on for the face-off. We'll take a look at what's on tap. As you look at Grant Fuhr, he's the backup goaltender tonight. We may see him tomorrow night against Vancouver. First intermission, we'll talk with Grant Fuhr and have a feature on Artur Zerbe, who says he's like a wall, and the first period highlights. Second intermission tonight, Kings general manager Sam McMaster will be with us. I'll bring you up to date on all the NHL scores and the second period highlights. That's what's on tap, brought to you by Miller Genuine Draft. Minute 14 to go in this power play for the San Jose Sharks. Before the Sharks were unbeaten in their last 2, they lost 3 in a row to Edmonton, Detroit, and Toronto. And here at the Forum, the Kings have owned the Sharks in the last 10 games. Kings won 8, lost 1, and tied 1. Puck taken by Daryl Sador, and he clears. San Jose still on the power play for another minute. Puck brought up on the right side now. 1-0. San Jose leading. Here's Jeff Friesen across the line. Back to the blue line. Held in there by Ozolinsh. Ozolinsh sends it off on the left side. They move it around well on the power play. Here's Whitney. Down in deep. Pass up the middle. Ozolinsh. Back to Makarov. Jamie Baker in front, and it's clear.
Kings doing a good job again right there, keeping the Sharks to the outside. Anytime the San Jose Sharks wanted to bring the puck to a scoring area, the Kings were there. So the penalty killing is very strong for the Kings. And again, in front of the goal, when the shots are coming through, most of the time, Kelly Rudy sees it all the way.
Here's Ray Whitney on the right wing, but offside call.
We talked about the defensemen for the Kings tonight. All of the young defensemen pressured into the situation. We talked to the old guy, Daryl Sador. How does it feel to be the veteran guy?
Feels good. I know what Charlie Huddy used to feel like, and I mean, I've been put in situations now that you know, Rob Blake, Marty McSorley are always in, and you know, it's going to give me the chance to be able to prove that I can do it, and hopefully you know, things are going to work out well.
King defenseman Daryl Sador, the veteran, back on defense tonight. 6 seconds left to go on the King penalty. 1-0 San Jose leads, and here's Tom Peterson to center ice. Peterson left side. Kings back at full strength. Wolf Dowland reached out for that, didn't get it. Kings working on a 3-on-2. Up to center ice, Jari Kurri to Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky left wing shoots, and a save by Urbe. And Urbe's own man Bob Airy bumped into him.
So for the first time tonight, the Kings get an outnumbered attack. It comes just as Eric Lacroix jumps on the ice, and it's Lacroix, the third man. Now Gretzky, this is played very well by the Sharks. Look at the defenseman block anything coming to the middle. So there was only one option there for Gretzky in that shoot, and there's Bob Barry working very hard on the back check. He just tumbles right over Artur Zerbe. Well, there's a good reaction there by the defense of the Sharks. When you're outnumbered 3-on-2, what you want to do is just delay the play. Wait for the back checkers like Bob Airy to get back. So the defenseman just went down, blocked any pass to the middle, and Gretzky had a shot, but it was from a bad angle.
10:45 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. The goal by Ulf Dahlen, his third of the year. A shorthanded goal assisted by Michael Sakura. At the blue line, Sigurov shoots, saved by Urbe, and the rebound hopped over the stick of Tony Granato. Puck cleared out to center ice, chased down by Gaetan Duchesne. He's taken out of the play, and back to get it is Rick Tocchet. Philippe Boucher took Duchesne out of the play. Tony Granato to center ice to Dan Quinn with a nice move. Quinn over to Tocchet. Tocchet left side, driving behind the net, centered it out in front of him behind Quinn. Sigurov tried to give it in deep to Quinn, broken up. Back come the Sharks. 2-on-2. Jason Moore to Jeff Odgers, broken up there by the Kings. Boucher across the line. Here's Tocchet, shoots, and a glove save by Urbe. Now I get a little pushing right in front of the net, and
Tony Granato right in there again. Rick Tocchet. Good transition game by both teams there on the last shift. Both teams just going back and forth. Watch the save made here by Urbe. He's not known as a by-the-book goaltender. He comes across like a shortstop would, turning his glove over and picking it up on the backhand. A lot of talk about the goaltenders in the NHL now. Artur Zerbe, Dominik Hasek. They don't play it by the book. They come in, they don't have any style that anyone's seen before. Coming out of Europe, their main objective, like any goaltender, stop the puck. It doesn't have to look pretty. You don't have to stand up. You don't have to come out and challenge. They play well back in the net and just stop the puck.
Face-off will be to the right of Artur Zerbe. His own dog attacked him during the summer. He had to have some surgery after that, too. You know you've had a bad game when you come home and your own dog attacks you. Here's Chris Snell, shoots wide to the right side. Rebound, right point, held in there, and a shot. Knocked down. Sean O'Donnell got that shot. Urbe made the save. John Drews behind the net. Drews along the left wing side, gets checked by Norton, and Makarov moves it out to center ice. Chris Snell back to get it. Snell and O'Donnell, two rookies back defensively for the Kings. 9:38 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. Pass on the left side, and O'Donnell with a hip check. Takes Garpenlov out of the play, and back come the Los Angeles Kings. Chris Snell. Snell up to center. Fires it off the glove of Ozelinch. Ozelinch backpedaling with 9:19 left to go in the first period. Clears it up to center. Sean O'Donnell there. Moves it ahead to Burridge. But a hand pass called against the Kings. Burridge argues a little bit, but the hand pass was called.
Sean O'Donnell, one of the young defensemen for the Kings. He comes in with a body. He's known for his size, and O'Donnell, perfect hip check right there. You saw O'Donnell turn his body halfways, and the only contact was with the hip. Garpenlov goes down on the play, and O'Donnell really made that one look easy.
Sador fires it back behind the net. Artur Zerbe cuts it off there, and it is cleared to the blue line, held in again, but Sean Cronin with it now for San Jose. Up to Pat Falloon on the right side. Falloon across the line, drops it for Ray Whitney. Whitney with 5 goals on the year to lead the team, gets pushed into the corner from behind by Randy Burridge. Now Sador's pass, intercepted by Falloon. He gives it left side, and in front they move it into the slot. Whitney tried to get to it, he couldn't. Here's Jason Moore, the right point. His pass went off the skate of Jeff Friesen and is taken by the Kings, Randy Burridge. Burridge moves it up to center ice. Wayne Gretzky, Burridge, and Yari Curry up front, and sliding out is Artur Zerbe to cover the puck. 8:27 to go in the first period. 1-0 Sharks lead. You see Wayne Gretzky just going back to the bench. He's talked with both officials, the linesmen, and I think, Jim, what he's talking about, remember in St. Louis when Jamie Stewart came out to cover the puck, they gave him a delay of game because they said you can't come out of the crease and cover the puck unless it's behind the goal line. And Artur Zerbe did that, and I think Wayne wants a clarification of why is it called sometimes, why is it let go on other times.
The biggest criticism of officials in the NHL, they have so many of them, the consistency, how they each read the rule book, and certainly we've seen it a couple of ways on that play with the goaltending holding onto the puck.
A lot of people might say, well, if he's challenged, he can hang on to it, but so was Jamie Stewart challenged in St. Louis that night.
I think the difference there was Stewart touched the puck with his stick first before he held on, and I think the referee felt you touched with your stick first, then you had an opportunity to move the puck. That one there by Urbe, he came out and put his hand on it first.
That was Robert Long taking hard in the boards. Now a backhand shot deflected up in the air. The shot by Todd Ellick. Ellick along the right wing side. He gets checked there, and the puck dug out now by Robert Long. Long's pass to Kevin Brown at center ice doesn't connect. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. 7:39 to go here in the first period. Kings get it at center ice. Across the line, turning and not able to get a shot. Tony Granato, then he fanned on his pass. Puck taken by Norton. He gets checked by Granato, and Ozelinch has to chase it down in deep. 7:23 to go, first period. Sharks have a short-handed goal for 1-0 lead. Kings 4 wins, 5 losses, 3 ties on the year. Kings take it away. Granato's pass broken up and back to center ice. Sergei Makarov drops it off to Ozelinch. Sandis Ozelinch to Makarov. Now on the right side to Butsayev. Butsayev tried to give it to Makarov, taken away by Granato. Granato to center. He had Tocchet there and was broken up by Sandis Ozelinch. Good play by Ozelinch. If that pass gets through, Tocchet goes in all alone. Here's Ozolinch for the Sharks. Up to center ice now to Slava Butsayev. And offside, San Jose at the King line.
Great bit of work there, Bob, on the forecheck by the Kings. Again, that pairing with Granato and Tocchet. They read each other so well. Barry Melrose has to love the play. We'll take a look at it on the forecheck. The Kings, Rick Tocchet, as the puck comes along the boards, the job of the first man, make contact. Stop it right there. Look at Tocchet. Just takes out his man. Who's there to pick up the loose puck? The second man. Start it up. It's Tony Granato. That's perfect. Forecheck by the Kings. And again, Granato and Tocchet reading each other so well. You see the pass didn't connect there. But if you keep doing that, shift after shift, you're going to create some turnovers.
Get an offside here against San Jose. San Jose has had no shots on goal since they scored the only goal of the game at 4:18. There you get another look at Kevin Constantine. He's only 36 years old. The only U.S.-born coach currently in the NHL, head coach that is. He was born in International Falls, Minnesota. Here's Rob Cowie up to center ice over to Gretzky. Gretzky throws it in. Gretzky, Curry, and Burridge up front. Puck comes over the head of Gretzky, and the Sharks can't clear it out yet, and Whitney does, just off the stick of Gretzky, and then Gretzky threw it right back in. And an offside called here against the Kings. 6:17 to go in the first period. Ray Whitney's got 5 goals to lead the team in goals and 8 points, tied for first in scoring coming into the game, but now Ulf Dahlen has moved ahead of him.
Whitney developed a little slower, I think, than everyone expected. He was a high pick, second-round pick, but 23rd overall back in '91. Only 5'9", 160 pounds, so the size will always go against Ray Whitney. No matter what happens, Bob, you're always going to talk about, hey, he's too small, but he's very quick. Very good with the side-to-side moves laterally. You can't catch up with him. You can't hit him.
Wayne Gretzky with it now. 6 assists in the last 7 games for Gretzky, but only no goals in the last 8 for Wayne. Puck comes across the line into the King zone, and Cowie back to get it. 5:50 left to go here in the first period. Here's Randy Burridge. Burridge across the line. Offside called again against the Kings. Still 1-0 San Jose. Take a look at what's coming up for the Kings tomorrow night. Vancouver Canucks will be here with Pavel Bure. That'll be at 7:30. We'll be on the air with Break the Ice at 7. Then Monday it's at Vancouver at 7:30, and Calgary here next Thursday. Tickets for the Kings home games available, Forum Box Office and all Ticketmaster outlets. Kings win this draw, and it comes back to the blue line of the Kings. Sigurov with Boucher. Here is Denis Sigurov from Chelyabinsk, Russia. Kings have a man breaking across the line. Drew shoots, and a save by Irbe. John Drews right down the middle, and he's had 5 goals in the last 8 games. Here's a delayed penalty called against the Sharks. A shot by Sigurov is blocked, and a whistle and a penalty holding against San Jose. So a great chance for Drews, and we'll be back with a power play.
By the Kings here, Kevin Todd headman the puck. Look at the flip pass right on the stick of John Drews. Drews tries to go tweeners right there against Irbe, and Irbe just stands his ground. John Drews upset with himself, but great transition, quick counterattack by the Kings.
Kings on the power play, trailing 1-0. Here's Gretzky in front of Tocchet, didn't get it, comes through to Sador. Sador the right side. Sador down into Gretzky, up the middle to Boucher, and shot wide, and the rebound covered by Artur Irbe.
Boucher getting a shot on net, certainly not the shot he wanted. Boucher coming over in the big trade, 6-player trade, a draft pick included. 6'3", only 190 pounds, so he still can fill out a little bit. Look at that, 13th overall back in '91. And again, Boucher has been instructed by Barry Melrose to join the attack any chance he gets. He's known for offense, and he does have a big shot. They expect him to use it on the power play.
Now off the draw, the San Jose Sharks take it away, and Jeff Friesen comes to center ice and throws it down into the King zone. Friesen, 18 years old, their #1 pick in '94.
Bob, is it cold in here? Or is it just freezing?
Friesen. Oh. Puck comes down in deep in the San Jose zone, and Cronin back to get it. Now the puck comes out to the blue line, but intercepted there, and there's Jeff Friesen with it again. Good name for a hockey player.
That's right. When you play it on ice, you might as well be freezing.
Here's Sador up to center ice. Slaps it into the San Jose zone with a minute 5 to go. Gretzky with a shot and a save by Urbe, and the puck cleared. Wayne Gretzky swooping in on the right wing. Sent it toward Urbe, but Archer's made that save with 55 seconds left to go in the King power play. 1-0 San Jose leads. Gary Curry back to get it. Curry, Tocchet, Gretzky up front. Now here's Gary Curry, right side, gives it to Gretzky. Gretzky to Sador, back to Gretzky. Left side, Segura shoots wide, rebound. Curry shoots and a save by Urbe. Nice save by Urbe, got quickly back into position, and the San Jose Sharks move it to center ice. They're shorthanded. They got a shorthanded goal tonight. Here's a pass up the middle now to Jeff Friesen. He can't get a good shot. Taken away by the Kings. Sador moves it up on the left side now, and taken by John Drews. Drews tried to give it to Gretzky, but Gretzky wasn't able to catch up to it, and we get an offside called against the Kings. Still 1-0 San Jose. Still 1-0 in favor of San Jose as Arturs Urbe came up on a big save on a bid to tie the game by Gary Curry. Puck fired down in the King zone. Only 6 seconds left now in the power play for the Kings. Pass by Chris Snell up to center ice. Here's Granato. Drops it right side. Shot then a save by Urbe on that shot by Dan Quinn. So Urbe stops Dan Quinn's shot.
Tony Granato sat out a game going back about 5 games or so, and he mentioned that he had a talk with Barry Melrose, and he said he understood what Melrose was trying to do, and certainly Granato not happy sitting out a game. Barry Melrose thought that, hey, Tony Granato would have a chance to see the game from a different point of view. What a fun point of view sitting up in the press box, but Granato has reacted exactly the way Melrose wanted him to. Coming back very strong. Now he's finishing off plays offensively, working so well on the forecheck with Rick Tocchet.
Kings have now outshot San Jose 13-4. The Kings have the last 10 shots in the game. And Quinn on the draw, San Jose zone. Puck comes to the right point, shot from there, and Urbe is covering that one up, and he hangs on. Arturs Urbe out of Riga, Latvia. And in his first 7 starts, lost only 1, but he's winless now in his last 3.
That's the difference between playing at home and playing on the road.
Dan Quinn on the draw again. And a false face-off, and they'll do it again with 3:09 to go here in the first period. 1-0, San Jose leading.
Kings so effective on the offensive zone face-offs lately because they're blocking. Once the centerman wins the draw, the other wingers are holding up and giving the defense a lot of time to set up and take a good hard shot on goal.
And Quinn will take the draw here. He's got Granato on the right side, Kevin Brown on the left, Chris Snell at right defense, and Sean O'Donnell on the left side. And on this draw, the Kings with it. A backhander, not much on it. Scooped up by Arturs Urbe. Granato got that shot. Here's Johan Garpenlov. Gave it away down in the corner. Granato in the slot. Turns, shoots wide to the right side. Rebound. Poke back into the corner. Granato goes for there. Takes it away again. Rolls away to Jeff Norton. Norton sends it over to Garpenlov on the left wing. Garpenlov's pass, and Granato throws a check at the blue line on Butsayev. Here's Chris Snell with it for the Kings, and he clears it back to center ice. 2:38 left to go here in the first period. 1-0. San Jose leads. Ozelin steps across the line, chopped away, and back out to center by Eric Lacroix. Played now by San Jose. Here's Sergei Makarov. Makarov across the line. His pass knocked down right at the blue line, but held in until the Kings take it away. And Sean O'Donnell with it now. 2:17 to go in the first period. Here's John Drews. Drews had a good chance in this first period. Gets it to Kevin Todd. Todd across the line. Driving on the right side on Sean Cronin. And Cronin stays right with Todd. Todd staying right with the puck. Todd still with it. Left wing corner. Kicks it along the boards toward Eric Lacroix. Todd still in the slot. Backhander knocked away. Rebound taken by Todd again. Todd, his pass to Segura cutting in, but it's broken up and cleared back to center ice. San Jose working on a 2-on-2. A shot from the right side saved by Kelly Rudy on the shot by Ray Whitney. Picked up by Falloon. Falloon almost lost it. Now he sends a bouncer toward Rudy, knocks it away. Whitney in front, can't get a good shot. It's covered by Kelly Rudy. So the San Jose Sharks with a couple of opportunities there. As you look at Ray Whitney, he got the last shot, but it wasn't a good one. He couldn't get good wood on it. Take a look at it again from behind the goaltender, Kelly Rudy. There's the first save. Rebound right there, and there comes Ray Whitney, but as I said, didn't get much on it. And Rudy able to make that save. Kelly Rudy, in the last 3 games, 43 shots against Toronto, 49 against Detroit, and 43 against Dallas. So Kelly has faced 135 shots coming into tonight's game in the last 3 and allowed only 7 goals. He's faced only 6 shots in the first period here tonight. Trailing 1-0 on the shorthanded goal by Ulf Dahlen. Face off to the left of Kelly Rudy, and Ulf Dahlen moves in. He's got Bob Airy and Todd Ellick with him on the wings. Conacher on the draw for the Kings. Puck comes to Peterson. He shoots, and a save by Kelly Rudy. Rebound goes to Jari Kurri. Kurri with Gretzky right behind him. Kurri over to Gretzky. Gretzky on the right side, threw it down in deep, but Peterson back to get it. And a whistle on the play, and we have a roughing penalty called here. See who it's going to be on. It's a roughing penalty, and see who's going to go over to the penalty box. 1:21 left to go in the first period. And it looks like Bob Airy of San Jose going to go to the penalty box. So Bob Airy, in his 12th year in the league, and he's the team captain, won a couple of Stanley Cups in Pittsburgh. He goes off for roughing. Take a look at it again. And hard to pick up there. Must have been right in the face-off circle. So the Kings are on the power play with a chance to tie it. Kings are 0 for 2 on the power play so far tonight with 3 shots. Face-off in the San Jose zone. Jim Fox will talk with new King goaltender Grant Fuhrer live at the end of this period. Here is Gretzky. Gretzky's pass taken away, and the San Jose Sharks move it up to center ice. It's intercepted by Jamie Baker, and Baker with it now, but the Kings get back to break it up. Sador took it away from Baker, gave it to Cowie. Now to center ice to Jari Kurri, to Rick Tocchet. Tocchet with 4 power play goals leads the Kings, but they go offside at the blue line of San Jose. There is Rick Tocchet. He needs 1 goal for 300 in his NHL career. He's had 6 goals in the last 6 games and points in 4 straight. Tocchet on the power play, lined up on the right wing. Jari Kurri will take the draw. And Wayne Gretzky on the left side. 1 minute exactly left to go in the first period. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. And the puck cleared by Tom Peterson back down into the Kings zone. Kings back to get it with 1:28 to go in this power play, which would carry over into the second period if they don't score. Here's Tocchet. Tocchet in the slot. Tocchet dropped it off to Jari Kurri. Chipped away from him and over the head of Rob Cowie out to center ice. Chased down by Sador. Sador tried to give it to Tocchet. He didn't get it, but Wayne Gretzky did. Gretzky back to Tocchet. Tocchet down the left side. 28 seconds up to go in the period. Tocchet checked by Tom Peterson. And the Kings hold it in as Cowie had it, but lost it there, and it's cleared by Gaetan Duchesne. 18 seconds up to go in the first period. Kings bringing to center ice, trailing 1-0. Boucher's pass to Kurri. Now back to Sador. Sador across the line, throws it down in deep. Sean Cronin back to get it. Clears it to the blue line, held in by Kurri. In front, Gretzky to Tocchet, and a save by Urbe. Tocchet didn't get good wood on that, and time runs out in the first period. The Kings outshoot the Sharks 17-7, but Ulf Dahlen gets the only goal of the period, a shorthanded goal for San Jose, his 3rd of the year. And at the end of 1, it's the San Jose Sharks 1, the Los Angeles Kings 0. We'll be back, and Jim Fox will talk with King goaltender Grant Fuhrer.
We're back live at the Great Western Forum after 1 period of play. The San Jose Sharks lead the Kings 1-0. And joining us right now is one of the newest members of the Los Angeles Kings, Grant Fuhrer. Grant, in his 14th season in the National Hockey League, won 5 Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers. Grant, first of all, welcome to Prime Ticket. Welcome to Los Angeles. Tell us about the initial reaction coming over to the Kings in the big trade.
No, we're a little surprised that we get sent here. I mean, they had a lot of goalies here, a lot of talented goalies, plus they've got Jamie coming up, so it was a little bit surprising.
I want to talk to you about an issue. Certainly, I just mentioned 5 Stanley Cups with the Oilers. You won a Vezina Trophy. You were in Canada Cups. But the last couple of years, you're playing behind goaltenders. Is this a respect issue, perhaps? Doesn't Grant Fuhr expect more respect?
No, lately it seems everywhere I go, the guy I'm playing with seems to get real hot. Everybody's having career years right now, so I don't know whether I'm doing it to them or whether they're trying to do it to me, but it seems to end up that way.
What about the situation here in Los Angeles? A lot made of it. Kelly Hrudey, certainly the veteran goaltender. Yourself coming in, 14 years. Is it a 1 and 1A type of situation where both guys are going to help the other?
I think we'll push each other. I think if we push each other to the point where we both play better, then it's a good situation for the team.
You've had a couple of games now to watch, and I know you went back east for a while, but you're used to the Western Coast action. Have you noticed the difference in style, certainly on the road trip? A lot of shots against Kelly Hrudey. Maybe not tonight, but is there a difference between the West and the East?
It's a huge difference. I mean, right now in the East, everybody's trying to play to win 2-1, whereas out here it's still run and gun. I mean, all the years that I've played in Edmonton, it was run and gun hockey, so this is a style of hockey I'm a little more comfortable with.
And let's go back to Los Angeles again. Let's talk about something I think you're very interested in. I want to get this on the record. The golf handicap. Now, everyone at home is going to listen to this, so when we go out on the golf course, we're going to find out exactly what your handicap is, so be very careful here.
My handicap?
Yeah.
Stuck playing hockey. I mean, now, hockey right now is first and foremost. I think once we get established again and get some groundwork set in, then we'll worry about the golf.
He won't tell us about the golf. He won't give away the handicap. Grant, second game with the Kings, perhaps to start tomorrow. Good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks, Chewy.
Grant Fuhr has joined us after one period to play. The Sharks lead the Kings 1-0. And coming up next,
the Mighty Ducks fly into Maple Leaf Gardens to take on Toronto Thursday at 4:30 on Prime Ticket.
.39 seconds left on their power play. Bob Airey is in the penalty box for the San Jose Sharks. Kings have the power play out. Gretzky along with Curry and Randy Burridge out there now as the Gatorade second period faceoff goes to the San Jose Sharks, and it is cleared by Sakura all the way down into the Kings zone. Jamie Baker holds it in. Harry Curry with it there with 22 seconds left to go on the power play for the Kings. Second period just underway. Pass up to Randy Burridge. Here's Burridge across the line. Burridge to Cowley over to Gretzky. Gretzky in deep, trying to give it to Burridge. He didn't get it. It'll be taken away by Gaetan Duchesne. And Duchesne will clear it. And that's going to do it for the King power play. 2 seconds left now, and the Sharks, Bob Airey out of the penalty box. They're back at full strength. 1-0 San Jose leading as we start the second period. Puck comes around the boards to Jari Kurri, down the corner to Gretzky, taken away on his pass. Makarov broke it up. Now up to center ice. Left wing side, Jeff Friesen. Friesen shoots, and it's just wide to the left side, knocked away by Kelly Hrudey. Picked up now by Garpenloff, walking in, his pass right through in front, tried to get it to Friesen. Picked up by Jeff Norton, his pass taken away. Kings go back to center ice. Jari Kurri gets it up to Burridge, back to Curry, right wing. Curry cut off there in the Shark zone. Puck taken away by Jeff Norton. He gave it away to Gretzky. Gretzky shoots, save Herbe. Down on his knees. Herbe makes the save on Gretzky's shot.
Arturs Herbe making that one look easy. He was a busy man last year. Herbe playing in 74 games. Discover Card Trivia, who holds the NHL record for most games in one season by a goaltender. Again, Herbe in 74 last year. Bob, I bet you one thing. Herbe will not play in 74 games this year.
No, I don't think I'll take that bet.
Okay.
He played not only in 74 games, 4,412 minutes to set an NHL record.
And now he needs a new stick. You see him getting a stick right there. That's what happens. You play so much, those sticks, they'll wear out on you. And Herbe now selling himself. He's not ready yet. He has his gloves on the back of the net. Looks like he's looking down into one of his pads right now. He's talking with the linesman and the referee. They don't usually give goaltenders a lot of time to get ready. They want the game to be sped up. Now he is ready. He has a new stick. will be set for this draw.
You know, there was a report that former coach George Kingston once had Irbe last on the goalie depth chart. He was demoted to Kansas City, their minor league club, and he really took that personally. Here is Philippe Boucher knocked down, and the Sharks bring it up to center ice. He felt he had let down the people of Riga, Latvia, and vowed to get back to the NHL.
I think George Kingston just had that list upside down. That was the problem. He turned it right side up, and we just saw about Irbe and what he went through in Latvia. Certainly coming over here in North America, he's had a big impact on the Sharks.
Ray Whitney back behind the King net, rolls it up the left side. Rick Tocchet goes for it there. Tocchet with it for the Kings. Headmans it to Philippe Boucher. Now off to Danny Quinn. Quinn across the line to Boucher. Boucher sends it in front, and Tocchet can't jam it in. Irbe is out there to knock it down, and Granato had been knocked down by Jason Moore. And Irbe sliding out made the stop.
Tony Granato was driving hard to the net. He was never open at any time. The Sharks defense, and Jason Moore was right there, big Sean Cronin, but Granato would not give up, and the pass was just feathered right through. I think it was Boucher on the pass. There's a look at Tony. He did not give up on the play, and finally Irbe had to beat him to the puck. Otherwise, Granato would have had a tip in.
Tony Granato for the Los Angeles Kings, ready for this face-off. He's got 5 points in his last 4 games. 1-0, San Jose leading. We're 2 minutes into the second period here at the Great Western Forum tonight. Tomorrow night, Pavel Bure, one of the most exciting players in the league, comes in here with the Vancouver Canucks, and there are tickets available for a box office and all Ticketmaster outlets and the Kings Slap Shops tomorrow. And Quinn will take this draw. Granato and Tocchet up front with him. Snell and O'Connell back defensively as Bob Harry with it now, and Harry clears it out to center ice. Sean O'Donnell back to get it. O'Donnell's pass to the blue line. He got knocked down by Bob Harry, but here's Rick Tocchet with it. Tocchet left side, driving, tried to drop it back to Quinn. It was tipped away, and O'Donnell with it. Taken away by Tony Granato. Granato, his pass knocked down, comes right back to Dolan. He clears it out to center ice. Chris Snell. Snell with it now for the Kings. Over to Sean O'Donnell, and now here's Dan Quinn. Quinn across the line to Tocchet. Tocchet, double team, can't get a shot. Here's Granato with it. Granato in front to Tocchet. He couldn't jam it in. Kings almost tied it up there. Good work by Tocchet and Granato. Puck taken by San Jose and cleared out to center ice.
Well, another example there, the communication between Tocchet and Granato. At no point was either player wide open, but they continued to go with a pass.
John Druce with a shot pad save by Irbe. Now Drews chases it down, but Tom Peterson with it for San Jose. Peterson chased behind the net. Puck taken away. Kevin Todd there. Good play by Todd, trying to get it to John Drews. Todd still in control. Tipped away from him. Into the corner goes Daryl Sador. Sador, San Jose zone. Cuts behind the net. Sador still with it. Up the middle. LaCroix with a shot. Deflected wide to the left side. Drews to Todd. Todd with it. Still has it. LaCroix in front of the net, being checked by Sakura. The puck behind the net. Todd gets knocked down. Trying to get it off to the left wing side to John Drews. Taken away by Sergei Makarov. Makarov's pass up on the right side and cleared quickly by Sakura all the way back into the King zone. This is going to be icing as Daryl Sador touches up. Second period. Sharks lead 1-0. Dennis Hopper sitting right down by the glass, trying to get a good sniff of those skates.
He's not going to get too close then.
Face-off will be to the right of Arturs Irbe, and on the draw it is knocked down right in front by Kevin Brown, but Irbe clears it up to Gaetan Duchesne. Fires it off the boards right side, and it is tipped up in the air by Dennis Segura. Taken now by Baker to the right point. Jason Moore. Moore in behind the net. Gives it there to Gaetan Duchesne. Good defensive forward, but rolled away from him. Held in the left point by Sean Cronin. And Segura back behind the King net. Now the puck comes up the left side, cleared to center ice. Here's the rookie, Kevin Brown. Brown on the right side, tried to move it ahead to Robert Long. Long can't get to it, taken away by Jason Moore. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. Moore almost lost it to Kevin Brown, but now Jamie Baker at center ice flips it in, and the line change coming up for San Jose.
Bob, if the Kings keep playing this way, they'll be very effective. Every time they have a chance to make a hit, it's not necessarily a big hit. They're just taking the body and they're creating turnovers.
Brown into Conacher, and he just got pushed from behind before he got to the puck. Here's Robert Long. Long on the left side. San Jose zone. Long with it. Throws it in toward Conacher. Conacher back behind the net. He had the empty net goal that put the game away down in Dallas 2 nights ago. Puck is kicked out toward the left point. Held in there. And Urbe will play it back behind the net. 5 minutes gone by here in the second period. Bob Miller along with Jim Fox. 1-0. San Jose leads. Slava Butsayev across the line, taken away by Gretzky. Gretzky back to center. Gretzky to Curry. Curry with Burridge. Curry shoots. Saved by Urbe. 2-on-1 break. Curry had a lot of room to get the shot, and Urbe made the save. Puck comes around on the right point. Going to be taken there and cleared out to center ice by Johan Garpenloff. Nice lead pass by Gretzky to Jari Curry, and we get an icing call against San Jose.
Jari Curry with a great chance on the 2-on-1. Curry blasted the shot. Good play that by Urbe, coming out to cut down the angle. I mentioned earlier, Urbe doesn't necessarily come out that far, but he did on the last play. Watch the pass right there by Gretzky. He doesn't go stick to stick because he didn't have it. He just puts it into open ice and allows Curry to skate on top of it. You saw Urbe get a piece of it there with his right pad. Believe me, those pads are huge. Curry breaking to the open. He knew that Gretzky was going to get him the puck. And sooner or later, exactly what happened.
Darryl Sador, his shot dribbles for the slot, but was tipped away and back out to center ice. Jari Curry back to get it. Both teams at full strength. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. Pass to Gretzky, didn't connect, and we get an icing call against the Kings. 14:20 left to go here in the second period.
Take a look down on the Kings bench. Denis Sukurov. Talked to him yesterday. He speaks English pretty well. He's out of Chelyabinsk, Russia. He's listed at 6'3", Bob, 200. I was standing beside him. He was right beside Philippe Boucher, who was also 6'3". And believe me, Tugurov towers over Boucher. I think the listing at 6'3" is not correct. He had a hockey card of himself. I said, how tall are you really? He pointed to the hockey card and said 6'3". I said, no way. He's at least 6'5". And certainly he's still growing. He only weighs 200 pounds, so I think they expect both Sigurov and Boucher to kind of fill out and get heavier.
23 years old, to be 24 this month. Played for 5 years in Russia, 3 of those at Chelyabinsk. Taken by the Kings now, Sean O'Donnell. Kings going with mainly rookies on defense, and it's a 1-0 game. Tight game here in the Great Western Forum. We're in the second period. Sharks have a 1-0 lead. Sean O'Donnell, the rookie, back to get it for the Kings. Pulls it up to Dan Quinn. Quinn, the veteran forward, off on the right side to Granato, and his shot deflected. Granato with it again into Quinn. Quinn down in the corner. He's checked there by Sakura. Quinn goes for it again. Michael Sakura pins him along the boards. Sharks try to clear it out, and they do. All the way down the Kings zone. Chased by Chris Snell and Pat Falloon, and Snell gets to it for the icing call.
Kings trailing 1-0 right there. There's Pat Falloon chasing it down. Barry Melrose, he has 2 young defensemen in the lineup coming over in the trade. We asked him, what about the 2 new guys?
Well, Dennis is a great big tall kid. He's almost 6'5", very lanky, skates great for a man that big. He can use his reach, moves the puck very well, very smart. Boucher is a more offensive player, a big shot. We're going to use him in the point a lot in the power play, gets a shot through very well. Both very big, 6'3" for Boucher, so they've really added to our size.
Yeah, Barry Melrose likes those big guys back on defense, and he agrees with you on Segurov's size. Segurov with a shot there, deflected along the boards and cleared back out to center ice. 13.5 minutes to go in the second period. Kings have outshot the Sharks 21-7. Haven't been able to get anything by Artur Zerbe up tonight. And offside called here against the Sharks. Ray Whitney had the puck, but an offside was called. Last year against San Jose, the Kings won 2, they lost 2, and they tied 2. Artur Zerbe, a couple of years ago, had a shutout over the Kings. That was right after the game before that. The Kings had really bombed him, and then he came back and had the first shutout in San Jose history.
That was back in the old Cow Palace. I remember that one.
Yeah. Puck taken by Jeff Friesen. Here's Friesen, 18 years, 6 months. Youngest player in the NHL right now. He's pinned into the boards in the corner. Picked up now and centered by Jeff Norton over to Friesen. Jeff Friesen on the right side. He gives it up the middle. Sandis Ozolinch, good offensive defenseman. Over in front to Makarov, and as he walked in, Kelly Rudy knocked it down and covered up. Makarov never really got a shot. Kelly covered. Face-off will be to the left of King goaltender Kelly Rudy. You look at the King bench. Down 1-0. Philippe Boucher and Dennis Segura there on the left side of your screen. Kings made another trade late today. Mike Donnelly traded to the Dallas Stars for a number 4 draft pick in 1996. Now at center ice, John Drews drives it back behind the net. Arthur Gervais cuts it off there. His pass around the boards. Drews knocks it down. Sharks move it up ahead to Garpenloff. He gets it out to center ice. Here's Jeff Friesen. Friesen against Sador. Friesen trying to go wide. Sador cut him off. Ozolin's with it. Ozolin. The Sharks think he could be like Ray Bork. And look at him still on his backhand. Then try to pass between his legs. Taken away. 2-on-1. Drews up the center with Kevin Todd. Drews across the line. Shoots. And he hit the bottom of the net on the outside. Drews again in front. Can't get a shot. Cowie now a backhander and a save on the backhander by Lacroix. Puck is still loose. And they give Urbe a chance to cover it up. The Kings had a 2-on-1, but I'll tell you one thing, the Sharks got back in a hurry.
That's exactly the way the Sharks play. You see a 2-on-1 just about right there. But getting back is Makarov, and he takes away Kevin Todd. That made John Drews shoot the puck. Drews only had one option just because of the hard work there. Makarov getting back. It certainly wasn't a clear-cut 2-on-1. Never too late to get back, Bob. You just force the play. You hope the defense stalls as long as they can. Then you get back to help out.
Now San Jose's Pat Falloon with it. Falloon moves it up to center ice. Their number 1 pick in 1991. Puck comes down into Chris Snell. Snell's pass taken away by Falloon. Up the middle to Baker and a save by Kelly Rudy. Kings with it. They've got Tocchet at center ice. 2-on-1. Granato and Tocchet. Granato right wing shoots. Save Urbe. And the rebound taken by San Jose. The Kings are getting some outnumbered attacks now, but still the goaltender, 5'7", Arthur Zerbe, coming up big on those saves for San Jose. It's still a 1-0 game. Sharks ahead. Chris Snell for the Kings, left side, still with it, shoots, and a save made by Urbe. Up comes in the corner. Tony Granato tried to jump on it there. It comes to Pat Falloon. He cleared it out to center ice, and a hand pass called against the Kings.
Back-to-back 2-on-1s for the Los Angeles Kings. This one a little more clear-cut. Granato elects to shoot. Now watch the big pads of Urbe. There's the butterfly style. A lot of goaltenders, a lot of young goaltenders using that style. What the butterfly does is takes away the low corners. And the players, if they have a chance, take a look and go up top. But that takes more time. So a lot of the young goaltenders, and Urbe shows you right there, you eliminate one thing. Make it difficult on the shooter. And Urbe's pads, again, everyone questions the pads, how big they are, maybe a little bit illegal. He makes the save look easy.
Now off the draw outside the blue line of San Jose, the Sharks with it. The Kings have had 13 scoring chances to only 4 for San Jose, and the Kings have had 4 outnumbered attacks against San Jose in this second period. Here's Robert Long. Long, left side to Conacher, driving in deep. Conacher checked with all the boards there by Todd Elliott. Now the puck comes to Ulf Dahlen. He's got the only goal of the game so far. He cleared it out to center ice. Segurov brought it back in with the Kings offside.
Well, more sports action coming your way on Prime Tickets Sunday at 6:30. It's the Lakers against the Portland Trail Blazers. Portland just making a big trade. They lost their big man, Otis Thorpe, coming across. And obviously for the Lakers, Bob, Eddie Jones, the most valuable player in the rookie All-Star game for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers winning 4 of the last 5 games. Look at the San Jose Sharks. Bob, the reason, I think you mentioned the outnumbered attacks they're allowing, but they're playing them well. The defense staying in the middle of the ice, taking away the pass, and letting Urbe take the shooter. So there is a communication there between the goaltender and the defenseman. Outnumbered attacks, yes, but they're playing them very well.
Ride the Glide is gone.
I'm glad you got that name, Bob.
Puck comes up to center ice, chased down by Kevin Brown to Robert Long. Long shoots, save off the stick of Urbe. Long with a good chance from the right side, although quite far out. Urbe had no trouble knocking it away. Here's Jeff Friesen down the middle. Makarov into Garpenloff and out of his reach. Garpenloff checked down in the corner. Puck taken away by the Kings. Here's Kevin Brown up to center ice. Kings down 1-0. Brown across the line. Kevin Brown sends it down in deep, and it's broken up there and played by Jeff Norton. 10 minutes left to go here in this second period. Kings are down 1-0, but certainly getting some chances, and they have now outshot San Jose 25-9. We are just midway through the game. Now Philippe Boucher throwing a check over on the far side on Jeff Odgers, and we get a whistle, and high sticking is going to be the call. But I don't think it had anything to do with Boucher and Odgers. It was back further in the zone. Odgers is going to go to the penalty box. Well, maybe it was when he broke away from Boucher and got back in the play. That's when the referee blew the whistle. There's Jeff Odgers. There's Boucher 26 and Odgers. They meet right there. And there's a high stick. And I didn't think he had called it right at that point. So the Kings get their 4th try of the night on the power play as Odgers for high sticking at 10-11. Kings 0 for 3 so far on the power play tonight. There's Philippe Boucher. Kings have had 3 shots with a man advantage. And the faceoff comes into the Kings zone. 9:45 to go in the second period. Kings on the power play trying to tie it up. Yari Curry up front. Here's Chris Snell. Snell drives it into the right corner. Gretzky goes for it along with Sikora. Gretzky with it up the middle to Curry. Broken up. Curry gets it back. Gets it to Cowie. Now the right side to Curry. Taken away, but the Kings. Tocchet intercepts. Nice play, and they hold it in the blue line. Got some help from Rob Cowie. Gretzky behind the net. Banked it off the side to Tocchet. Tocchet can't get a shot. Snell pinches in to Tocchet. Behind the net to Curry. Quickly to Gretzky. Gretzky back to Cowie. Back over to Gretzky, but he didn't get much on his pass. And it's intercepted by Sikora, and a drive knocked down by Kelly Rudy.
Good read there by Sikora. He knew exactly what Cowie was trying to do. Trying to get the puck. Maybe trying too hard to get it to Gretzky. Sikora anticipated the play. Intercepted the pass, and now the Sharks going off this penalty.
How do you think those youngsters feel out there on the power play with Wayne? There's just a little bit of an intimidation factor. Not that Wayne intimidates you purposely, but I think when you're a rookie, you're thinking, gee, I hope I make the right play with Wayne Gretzky out.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Cowie and Schnell out there with Curry, Gretzky. You have Rick Tocchet out there, certainly established players. Cowie and Schnell do a great job on the power play for the Phoenix Roadrunners, and they can do it here in the NHL. But there is an intimidation factor. There's no doubt about it.
35 seconds left to go in the King power play. 8:20 to go here in the second period. Kings down 1-0. Pass over to Cowie. Cowie drives it deep back behind the net and hopped over the stick there of Verbe. Gretzky with it. His pass comes to Curry at the blue line. Curry still with it. Feeds it left side to Sador. Sador to Granado, and it went off the back of his skate. Picked up by the Kings again. Boucher to Sador. Sador shoots. Save Verbe. And he falls down and covers up in the crease.
Looked to me there, Bob, that Sean Cronin, the big number 44 for the Sharks, deflected that one back into Irbe after the shot of Sador. The Kings moving around pretty well here on the power play. Not getting point-blank shots, but getting pretty hard shots nonetheless. Simple play by Sador. He spotted it open. Watched the puck bounce off of Irbe, and then I think it hit 44, and it was rolling back to the goal line. Irbe kept his eye on the puck all the way. We'll get a chance to see it from the goaltender's point of view. Shot comes through. There's the save, and there is the bounce. So Irbe knew he couldn't give up on the play. He had to follow that play all the way through. Keep your eye on the bouncing puck and then cover up for the faceoff.
The Sharks defensively coming into the game tonight. They are 13th in the league defensively. They're allowing 2.79 goals a game. Last year, they were 15th at the end of the year defensively in the NHL. So they're just about the same spot. They're getting outstanding goaltending. Arthur Zerbe now has made 26 saves so far in this game. Puck is cleared up to center ice and knocked out of the air with a high stick for a moment, but the Sharks play it and send it down in the Kings zone. Power play is over. Sharks are back at full strength, and they still have that 1-0 lead on a short-handed goal. The second short-handed goal the Kings have allowed this year. Pass up to center ice. Here's a 2-on-1. Right side. Bob Airey shoots. Save Kelly Rudy, and the Kings with it. Turn it back the other way. 4-on-3 to center ice. Across the line. Quinn, right side, pulls up. Pass off to the left circle, and it's intercepted. Back come the Sharks. Another 2-on-1. Pass on the right side to Airey. Airey to Ellick, get out of his reach on the left side. Ellick's pass broken up by Eric Lacroix. Lacroix up to center ice. His pass just out of the reach of Kevin Brown. Wide open there for a couple of moments. Here is Ulf Dahlen, left side, King zone. Dahlen in deep. Dahlen's pass to Ellick. Save. by Rudy way back in his net, and the Kings clear it down into the San Jose zone. It's going to be icing against the Kings as Sikora gets back to touch it. 6:49 to go in the second period.
Close call against the Kings. Alpdahlin taking it in behind the net. Watch the Kings goaltender, Kelly Rudy. Stop it right there. Look at Rudy. He's turned around looking the other way. The pass comes out to Todd Ellick against the flow, and Rudy gets back. I don't know whether it caught the arm of Rudy there, maybe the far post, but certainly that pass back against the flow by Dahlin caught Kelly Rudy leaning the wrong way, but he made the save, or the post made the save. It doesn't really matter to him. It's still 1-0 Sharks.
Lifetime against San Jose. Kelly Rudy has won 7, lost 3, and tied 3. Get a good look at Kevin Todd moving in for the faceoff against Jeff Friesen, and Todd wins the draw. Into the corner of the King zone. Both teams at full strength. 1-0. San Jose leads. Ray Whitney with it now. Whitney hanging on, throws it down in behind the net, and here's big Dennis Sigurov over to get it up to John Drews. Drews on the right side. His pass out to center ice. No icing here. It was just out of the reach of Jason Moore. Moore back in to get it for San Jose. Moves it up on the right wing side. Pat Falloon comes out to center ice. Falloon hangs on, now gets checked and knocked down by Kevin Todd, and Jason Moore drives it down into the King zone. Taken on the right wing side and cleared over the shoulder of Falloon by Sean O'Donnell, and now John Drews tried to get to it. He didn't. Sean O'Donnell with it for the Kings, rolls it in. It rolls toward Urbe, and he feeds it over to Ozelin. Now up on the left side, San Jose moving up the center ice. Gaetan Duchesne, left side to Jeff Norton, the defenseman. He shoots, deflected wide by Daryl Sador. Picked up by the Kings as they move out up to center ice. Pass to John Drews in the right wing is out of his reach. Sador back to get it, breaks it up to the blue line, gets some help there along the boards as Randy Burridge came barreling in to try and poke it free, and now Gretzky did. Gretzky's pass broken up by Norton. Norton checked by Burridge. Norton still with it. King zone, Jeff Norton, his pass taken now on the left side by Garpenloff to Gaetan Duchesne. Duchesne spun around, and there's a penalty coming up against Sador for holding. Sador put his arm up around the neck of Gaetan Duchesne, and holding is the call against the Kings. Sharks with a 1-0 lead go on the power play.
Watch this tic-tac call here against Daryl Sador. This isn't holding.
This is wrestling.
Obvious, a very obvious holding call right there by Daryl Sador. He just got spun around, and he felt very uncomfortable. He thought there would have been an offensive attack. Holding definitely is the call against Daryl Sador. 5:17 remaining in the second period, and the Sharks on the power play.
Well, Jim the Fox and
Hey.
Bob the Wall. I think that means dumb as a brick wall, Bob Miller.
Another brick in the wall.
Now the blue line, Sharks with it. Tom Peterson hanging on the power play, and he got pressured there by Kevin Todd, who poked it out to center ice. 1-0 lead for San Jose. 5 minutes left to go in the second period. Chris Snell wraps it hard around the boards and all the way back in the San Jose zone. Pat Conacher chasing it down. Comes around to Todd Ellick, the former King. Ellick on the left side, gives it back now and up to center ice. Here is Jeff Norton. Norton's pass on the right side to Dahlin, taken away and cleared again. But minute 23 left to go in the power play for San Jose. The only goal of the game so far, scored at 4:18 to the first period. Ulf Dahlin with a short-handed goal, his third of the year. Michael Sikora with the assist on a 2-on-1 San Jose break. Sharks come in again. Ray Whitney couldn't get a shot. Puck is held in by Peterson. Now to Norton. Norton back over to Peterson. Now on the right side to Jamie Baker. Let it go to Todd Ellick. Back to Baker. Baker checked there by Yari Curry. Baker still with it. His pass broken up by Philippe Boucher. Boucher wrapped it around the board. Sharks hold it in. Here's Norton. Norton's pass knocked out to center ice by Gretzky.
Bob, keep in mind here with Daryl Sador in the penalty box, the Kings left with no defensemen that have a full year of NHL experience. So they're working hard, extra hard here on this penalty kill.
Sergei Makarov, he's got a lot of years of experience. Drops it off in the corner. Ray Whitney with it there. Sharks are without Igor Larionov, who was tied for their scoring lead. Whitney shoots, save Kelly Rudy, and he covers up. 27 seconds left in the power play for the Sharks.
Kings hockey is being brought to you by Coors Light. Naturally brewed, reach for the silver bullet, the pure taste of the Rockies. And by British Airways. the world's favorite airline.
Well, going to the bench is Sergei Makarov, 36 years old, played 11 years with the Central Red Army, won 6 scoring titles. He is a master of sport in Russia. That's the same as being named to the Hall of Fame in this country. He had 30 goals last year in 80 games, finished second in team scoring. Now off the draw, the Kings have it, and it is cleared by Sean O'Donnell.
Bob, and I think a lot of people in North America don't realize how good that KLM line was. Larionov, who's not in action tonight for the Sharks, Krutov and Makarov, outstanding, world-class threesome. And certainly, I think they can be compared to the line of Wayne Gretzky, Yari Curry, and whoever played left wing. A great line in international hockey.
1 second left to go on the power play for San Jose. Kings are back at full strength. Pass in front. Rudy covers it right in the crease. A lot of traffic right in front of Kelly Rudy, and he covered it up just as the Kings got back at full strength.
Kelly Rudy holding on for the faceoff. He pounced on a loose puck, a bouncing puck. Time for this date in NHL history. We go back to 1973, and there's Bobby Clarke. Scored his first career hat trick. Added an assist for a 4-point night. 7-6 win. The Flyers win at Montreal. Give us a smile, Bobby. Give us a smile. Let's see those teeth, or lack of teeth.
And his best friend, Bobby Clarke.
That's right. He led the Flyers to 2 Stanley Cups, and right now he's the GM and president back with the Philadelphia Flyers.
Outstanding competitor. Some even said, and I think he heard it plenty of times, one of the dirtier players in the league, too. He was accused of that by a lot of players.
I think a lot of players were right.
But I'll tell you, he's the kind of guy you wanted on your team when it came down to having to win big games. Face-off is going to be the left here of Kelly Rudy. The Kings have outshot the Sharks 26-13. The Kings can't get on the scoreboard. They're down 1-0. Puck comes along the boards on the right side, and Tony Granato and Jamie Baker battle for it there. Now taken by Dan Quinn, and he gets it over to Daryl Sador. 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Coming up at the end of the period, with Fox to talk with the Kings general manager, Sam McMaster. Jason Moore with a long shot. Glove saved by Kelly, and he hangs on for the faceoff.
Daryl Sador on the ice just trying to protect Kelly Rudy. He let Rudy see the puck all the way on that last shot. Kings defenseman doing a great job in that area this year. Let's take a look at the Big D. On the roster now for the Kings, you just go down the list. Look at all the players over 6 feet tall. Chris Snell in the lineup tonight, we called from Phoenix, the only Kings defenseman who was under 6 feet. McSorley 235, O'Donnell 225, Blake 215. And with Boucher and Tujurov, they expect both of those players again to fill out a little more. Very tall, they're very young, and as the years go by, they will get stronger and bigger.
8 of those players 200 pounds or more. Puck is cleared up to center ice by the Kings. On the right side, it was Rick Tocchet, but he got the puck taken away from him and thrown down in deep where Kelly Rudy plays it around the boards, intercepted by Ulf Dahlen.
Here we go now.
Dahlen obtained late last season a trade with Dallas by San Jose. Backhander by Bob Airy, sent into the corner, played there by Sador. He clears it out to center. 2:26 left to go in the second period. The Sharks, Arthur Zerbe working on a shutout. 1-0 lead over the Kings. Behind the net, Granato. Granato tried to bring it around in front to Kevin Todd. Broken up by Dahlen. Now taken by Rick Tocchet. Tocchet, his pass right through in front of the net. Intercepted by Dahlen. Clears it up to Bob Airy at center ice. Airy to Todd Ellick. Ellick hooked from behind, and a penalty against the Kings. No doubt about that. Rob Cowley going to go to the penalty box. He's arguing that, but to no avail.
But it looked like he really didn't try to do it. It looked like more his stick got caught underneath the arm of Todd Ellick. We'll try to take a look at it here. Ellick coming behind with speed, and there's the reach. Ellick goes down, Bob. The reason, again, the referee, there's no contact there between Ellick and Cowie. You see the space between the players. The only contact was with the stick, the blade of Rob Cowie, underneath the shoulder of Todd Ellick. So the Sharks get another chance right here. 2:02 remaining in the second period. The Sharks on the power play.
Rob Cowie over in the penalty box. He's 26 years old in his rookie year. Signed as a free agent by Winnipeg, then a free agent by Hartford, and signed as a free agent by the Kings this past July. Spent 4 years at Northeastern University. So the Kings have to kill a penalty here with 2:02 to go in the second period. 1-0. San Jose leading. Jamie Baker ready on the faceoff. Wins the draw. San Jose with it. Ozelinch at the left point. Ozelinch now moves over to the right side. Feeds it to Sergei Makarov. Pass down in deep now and back to the blue line to Ozelinch. Fakes now. His shot deflected into the corner. Played there by Makarov. Jamie Baker's lost his helmet and the Kings clear it. Minute 40 left to go here in the second period. There's Jamie Baker. Puck back behind the San Jose net. Start back out to center ice now with a minute 31 left to go in this period. Ozelinch, right side. Ozelinch cut off in the corner by Sean O'Donnell. Gretzky had it, didn't clear it. Comes up the middle. Sharks hold it in. Friesen, now Ozelinch. Now back off on the right side. Pass down in deep, goes to Baker. Baker had Friesen in front. His pass knocked down by Sador. Here's Jeff Friesen with it. Friesen moves it on the left side to Sergei Makarov. Back to the rookie, Jeff Friesen. Friesen's pass down the left side, taken away by Sean O'Donnell. Wraps it around the boards and out to center ice. Ozelinch trying to get over in time, couldn't do it. 1 minute left to go in the second period. 1-0 San Jose. Across the line, Bob Airy. Airy drives it hard around the boards over to Todd Ellick. Ellick on the left side, his pass right through the slot, going to be played by Airy. Airy with it, they got Whitney down in deep. Airy now to Friesen. Friesen back over in front, broken up by Sador, took it away from Whitney. Held in though, here's Bob Airy. Back now on the right side. Sharks still on the power play, up the middle to Ozelinch. Ozelinch feeds it back to Ellick, now down in deep, pass in front, broken up again, but not out. Ozelinch holds it in. Ozelinch to Todd Ellick. Ellick checked there by Yari Curry. 24 seconds left in the period. Kings will it. Sean O'Donnell can't clear. Held in by Friesen. Now Gretzky can't clear. Friesen with it again. Friesen spins around Gretzky, gets knocked down. Play continues. Loose puck in the right circle. Sharks with it. Right wing side, Bob Airy had trouble with it. 7 seconds left to go in the period. Still the Sharks have control. Up the middle, shot by Peterson, tipped in front. 1 second to go in the period, and that's the end of the second period. Todd Ellick upset over the corner with one of the Kings, Sean O'Donnell. But we're at the end of 2 periods, and still Ulf Dahlen has the only goal of the game. The Sharks lead the Kings 1-0. Coming up, Jim Fox will talk with King General Manager Sam McMaster.
Come to the sports arena. See San Diego Gulls Pro Hockey. Saturday night, 7:05. Southern California welcomes the American heartland. It's Gulls versus the Fort Wayne Comets. Sunday evening, 6:05. Bring the family to the game against the Indianapolis Ice. The International Hockey League is winding up for the race to the playoffs. Expect no mercy. Tickets start at just $7. Saturday, Gulls versus Fort Wayne. Sunday, Gulls versus Indianapolis. Exciting professional hockey.
Both teams are back out on the ice here at the Great Western Forum for the start of the third period. The Kings are down 1-0 to the San Jose Sharks. There was no scoring in that second period. Kelly Rudy of the Kings faced 7 shots as we take a look at the Pennzoil highlights of period number 2.
Very quiet period for Kelly Rudy coming up from behind the net. Your Sharks will try to drive. Look at 3 Kings get back. 2 defensemen and Kevin Todd back to help out. They make it easy on Kelly Rudy. Only 1 chance for the Sharks, then they clear the front of the net.
At the other end, Artur Zerbe faced 9 shots by the Kings in that period.
Kings on the power play here with a 1-touch passing. And you see Zerbe, he gets a chance to see it all the way, but watch the bounce there. Off the skate of his own defenseman, and Zerbe is right there, never taking his eye off the puck. He saw it all the way. 26 saves so far for Zerbe.
A 1-0 score as we look at the Southwest Airlines stat sheet. Ulf Dahlen has the only goal of the game. The Kings have outshot the Sharks by a wide margin. They have had a wide margin in the scoring chances, 15-6. Neither team has scored with a man advantage tonight, and both teams have 10 minutes in penalties. So you come into the third period here, Jim, with a 1-0 game, and it's still anybody's game. Rob Cowie had a hooking penalty late in that period, and the Kings got by without giving up a goal.
Bob, I think it's the type of game that the Sharks are certainly used to playing, the low-scoring defensive battle. The Kings on the last road trip did a great job, especially late in games. Similar situation to this. Last year, the Kings would have opened up a little too early. Let's see how they react in this third period.
Gatorade third period faceoff. Dan Quinn wins the draw from Jamie Baker. This is the 6th time this season now that opponents have led going into the third period, and the Kings have not been able to win a game yet. They have 3 losses and 2 ties when they trail going into the third. Puck bounces at center ice. Both teams are at full strength. Sean O'Donnell drives it in, and it almost took a crazy hop, and Irbe kind of got hung up on the side of the net. Here's Tony Granato. Granato on the right side of the blue line to Sean O'Donnell. To Dan Quinn to Tocchet with a shot knocked down. Granato with it. Granato to Tocchet, shoots and a save. Rebound right up the middle to Snell at the blue line. Chris Snell gives it on the left wing side. Here's Dan Quinn. Quinn throws it down to Granato, or to Tocchet behind the net. Now Granato tried to come in and get it. He couldn't. And the puck is cleared out to center ice. Ray Whitney had it swept away by Chris Snell. Snell with it on the left side. Sharks changing on the fly. Here's Tocchet across the line, but he can't go any further. It's taken away. Good hard check by Randy Burridge and the Kings. Rob Cowie drives it into the San Jose zone. Now sent around by Sador. Comes up to center ice. Taken by Todd Ellick. Ellick to the blue line. Checked by Cowie. Puck taken by the Kings. Third period just underway. Kings trailing 1-0. Kings unbeaten in their last 4 games. 2 wins, 2 ties. Here's Randy Burridge. Burridge sends it down in deep to Michael Segura. Back to get it. Segura's pass broken up by Gretzky, but his pass taken away by Todd Ellick. 3-on-3 to center ice. San Jose with it. Ellick across the line to Ulf Dolan. Dolan's pass up the middle to Tom Peterson. Checked by Gretzky, who stayed with him. And the puck in by Sador. Errol Sador to center ice. Shoots from center ice. Save made by Irbe.
Bob, both teams doing a great job right here in the third period to start team defense. All 5 players for both teams. Looks like here the puck goes into the Sharks bench, but both teams doing a great job getting all 5 men back. They're lining up across the blue lines and making it easy on goaltenders like Kelly Rudy. The Kings now having a 1-2 punch in goal. We just talked to Sam McMaster. He told us he was a little worried. Well, I don't think he's worried anymore. Look at this, the experience of both Rudy and Fuhr. The games played, the wins, goals against average. Look at Grant Fuhr, obviously all those playoff games, most of them with the Edmonton Oilers. And now Sam McMaster, the general manager, feels that at any night, doesn't matter, back-to-back situation, he has an experienced goaltender with a lot of confidence in goal.
We haven't been told for sure, but everybody expecting Grant Fuhr to be in goal tomorrow night against Vancouver. Here is Makarov driving in deep, sends it in front to Jeff Friesen, but he couldn't get to it. Tickets for that game tomorrow night. Vancouver here with Pavel Bure against the Kings, available for box office and all Ticketmaster outlets. Eric Lacroix takes it away at center ice. Here's Segura. Dennis Segura playing in his first home game in a King uniform. He started the other night for the Kings down in Dallas. Ozelinch with it now for San Jose. Back to Norton, now to Friesen. We're early in the third period. Bob Miller along with Jim Fox. And the Kings down 1-0. Puck comes up to center ice. Bounces free at the King blue line. Played there by Philippe Boucher. He gives it to Conacher. Conacher to Robert Long. He shoots. Save. Rebound. Save again on Kevin Brown. Here's Robert Long. Long in deep. Lost it there. Sharks take it away. They come back to center ice. 2 big saves there by Irbe on Long and Kevin Brown. It looked like the Kings had the tying goal right there. But Irbe is really quick tonight, and he knocked them away. Kings come back to center ice. Kevin Brown with it. Brown, his pass taken away and cleared up in the air, back into the King zone.
Well, that play reminded me of Grant Fuhr. You talked about the quickness of Artur Irbe. Remember playing against Grant Fuhr? The situation, he never gave up on a play. You thought you had a wide open net. All of a sudden, the goaltender gets across quickly. And right now, we have a big heavyweight match going on. Sean O'Donnell and Jeff Odgers.
O'Donnell, the rookie, and Odgers, the tough guy, and O'Donnell wrestles Odgers down to the ice to the roar of the fans with 16:26 to go in the third period. Ray Whitney was upset. He had the puck coming across the blue line, or Jamie Baker.
Some say the best defense is offense. I say best defense, great goaltending. Watch the quickness here of Irbe. 1 save on Robert Lund, then resets himself. Kevin Brown is right there. Jimmy Baker had a hook on Brown, but nonetheless, Artur Irbe never gave up on the play. He was out of position for a split second, but reacted to get back.
Rob Cowie drives it in the San Jose zone. Sellout crowd here tonight, 16,005. Third sellout of the season for the Kings. And that crowd thought that the Kings' Kevin Brown was going to tie this game. They thought Long was going to do it first, but he got stopped, and then Brown got stopped by Irbe, and San Jose still with a 1-0 lead here in the third period. Puck comes along the boards and not cleared out yet. Into Ulf Dolan. Dolan behind the net. Dolan with a wraparound. Got knocked down behind the net by Sador. He looked to see what the referee was doing. Looked to see if he had that hand in the air. Sador out at center ice. Puck taken there by Bob Airy, and Airy throws it back into the Kings zone. Now on the left wing, Randy Burge. Burge across the line trying to get around Norton. He gets hauled down. No penalty there. Play continues. Sharks. Sanders Ozelin back up to center ice. Off on the left side now as the Sharks hold it in. Here is Gartham off right side. Ozelin knocked it down. Gets a shot. Save made by Kelly Rudy's stick. Puck taken by the Kings down in the corner, but in comes Gretzky to pick it up now, back behind the net. 1-0 San Jose, just about 5 minutes gone here in the third period. Yari Curry pass across the line. Randy Burridge knocked it down, and it comes up in the air and out to center ice. Played on the right side by Jeff Friesen. Friesen, drop pass to Ozelin. His shot deflected wide by Chris Snell. Picked up by Ray Whitney. Whitney with a shot saved by Kelly Rudy. And he falls on the puck, then keeps it moving, gives it to Yari Curry. Curry up to center ice, gets around Whitney, still with it. Whitney comes back to check him again. Loose puck at center ice. Ray Whitney over to get it, and Yari Curry checks him in front of the King bench. Battle for there. It rolls into the King zone to Sador, over to Dennis Segura. Segura's pass up to Yari Curry at center ice. He is checked right there closely by Cronin. Here's Whitney with it for San Jose. Ray Whitney stops, still has it. Pass to Jason Moore. Saved by Kelly Rudy. A glove save. And he hangs on. It's still 1-0 San Jose.
Earlier I talked about the lateral movement of Ray Whitney. He does a great job here showing his quickness to get around one of the Kings back checkers. Right there. It's Daryl Sador, but he spots the man coming from behind. Watch Kelly Rudy react. He comes right out, square to the shooter. You saw the quick shuffle step there by Kelly Rudy. Another look at the pass to Jason Moore. Moore is a defenseman. And by the time he gets the shot off, look at Kelly. He's in perfect position. Actually makes that one look easy. He had the glove out and ready. Even though it was a quick pass across the ice, the goaltender very quick to react. But very important to be square to the shooter. That way you cover a lot of net.
San Jose, Calgary, and Edmonton all tied for the lead in the Pacific Division with 14 points. Kings with 11 are fourth right now. And off the draw, the puck taken by Daryl Sador. Gives it behind the net. Pass by Philippe Boucher, knocked down, and getting up on the right side, the Kings with it. John Drews clears it out to center. 13:58 to go. We're in the third period. Kings have been unable to score yet tonight. They're down 1-0 to the San Jose Sharks. Kings have lost only once in 10 games in this building to San Jose. Eric Lacroix, his pass taken away, and now played back to center ice, right in front of the penalty box. Kevin Todd tried to get it. Lacroix is there. Todd Ellick is there, but Sador comes out with it. Now Todd, his pass knocked down by Ulf Dahlen. Neither team able to get much of an offensive flow right now.
Bob, all 5 players for each team getting back, especially in the neutral zone, just to clog things up. No speed on attack.
Sador throws it in front. It comes out to Conacher on the right side. Conacher shoots. Saved by Irbe. Back to Conacher. Conacher to Kevin Brown. Brown right circle. Tried to give it back to Conacher. Taken away. Back from the Sharks. 3-on-3. Broken up by Rob Cowley. Gets it ahead to Kevin Brown. Brown across the line. Dropped it back, but Friesen came back to break it up for San Jose. 7 minutes gone by here in the third period. 1-0 Sharks. Left side, Jeff Norton shoots wide. Rebound off the boards. Going to be played by the Kings. Conacher moves it up to center ice to Kevin Brown, the rookie winger. He gets it ahead of Robert Long. Long checked by Sergei Makarov. Long fighting for it. Long still with it. Long pass up the middle. Shot hit the goalpost. Shot hit the post. Chris Snell came in and rang it off the post. Still 1-0. Now on the left side, out of the reach of Kevin Brown after Ozelin had been knocked down. And it comes back to the left point where Cowley holds it in. Throws it in deep in the Shark zone, and back to get it, Jamie Baker. So Chris Snell hit the goalpost.
Bob, we get too many men on the ice penalty right there. Bad change against the Los Angeles Kings. It was called by the linesman. 12:17 remaining in the third. Tight checking game in the third. The chance is coming with defensemen jumping into the play. There's Chris Snell. Irbe leaning one way, and it hits the far post. Rings right off the post. The best chance so far in the third period by either team. Snell ringing it off the post. Again, Bob, a defenseman jumping in with speed from behind. That's the only way teams are getting offense.
But then the Kings get a too many men on the ice penalty and a power play for San Jose. Here's Peterson out on the right side, throws it down in deep. Randy Burridge is serving the penalty. Tom Peterson, the right point, slides it over to Norton. His shot wide, and a penalty coming up against San Jose. Interference.
Bob, it's that same call that happened against the Sharks in the first period. It looks like Ulf Dahlin will go off this time. The referee focusing on the front of the net. There's Kevin Constantine. He's certainly unhappy with the call. But the referee's looking right to the front of the net, watching for aggressive picks. We'll try to catch it. Take a look in front. There's Dahlin coming in from behind the net. Oh, there's the interference on the goaltender. No doubt about that. You cannot make contact with the goaltender at any time. And Dahlin, he cannot believe he was caught. You saw right there, Kelly Rudy was trying to get out to meet the shooter. It was just a tap. It was just a bump. But that's enough against the goaltender. And the call goes against Dahlin. 11:46 remaining in the third.
You see Kevin Constantine, the head coach, the assistant coach Wayne Thomas, Drew Remenda, and Vasily Tikhonov. Puck taken by Chris Snell. Each team a man shy. Kings are down 1-0. We're in the third period. 11:30 to go in the period. Kings with it. Drop pass to the blue line. Rick Tocchet picks it up. Tocchet to Quinn. Quinn shoots wide. Rebound to Philippe Boucher. Boucher gives it over to Quinn. Quinn checked in the corner. Gets some help there from Tocchet. Tocchet tried to give it to Snell. Jumping into the slot. Broken up there. And the puck taken by San Jose. Up to center ice. Jeff Norton. Norton's pass knocked down with a stick above the shoulder. And when Quinn played it, the whistle blew.
Stop right here with 11:05 remaining in the third period. Discover Card Trivia. Who holds the record for most games in one season by a goaltender? Well, he will be a familiar face to Kings fans. Grant Fuhr, 75 games with the Oilers back in 86-87. That wasn't enough. The next year, back in 88, Grant Fuhr went on to win the Vezina Trophy. Of course, 5 Stanley Cup with the Edmonton Oilers. 4 of those as a starter. The last one, Grant Fuhr was backing up Bill Ranford. And now he's in a position with the Kings looking for more ice time. Kelly Rudy, outstanding again in net tonight for the Kings. Grant told us in the first intermission, hey, every team he goes to, the goaltenders get hot. I'm sorry, Barry Melrose would love that.
He's 32 years old. Kelly's 34. He also said, gee, it's nice to be the youngest goaltender on the team. And as we said, nothing for sure, but everybody anticipating that you may see Grant Fuhr in goal tomorrow night for the Kings against the Vancouver Canucks. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock with Break the Ice, followed by the play-by-play. Offside here against San Jose. The Kings against Pavel Bure and the Vancouver Canucks tomorrow night, right here at the Great Western Forum. And there are tickets available all day tomorrow for a box office and all Ticketmaster outlets.
Bob, I think for the most part, Barry Melrose has to be happy with the way things are going. Certainly he'd like to have a lead, trailing by 1 goal, but the contrast is very evident tonight between the way the Kings are playing this year and last year. They're staying in more games. The situation tonight, they can't get the offense going. They have so many young people here on defense tonight, but they're in the game. With halfway gone here in the third period almost, they still have a chance to win it. Last year, I don't think this type of game could have been played by the Kings, and it'll benefit them this year.
Now to center ice, here's Gary Curry. Curry with Cowie the trailer. Curry throws it down in deep, and Rob Cowie chases it in, but it comes around to the San Jose Sharks. Cowie with a good check on Gaetan Duchesne. Puck cleared up to center ice, and Sador over to get it. Kings on the power play right now for 31 seconds. Puck taken along the boards in front of the San Jose bench and tipped away and down into the Kings zone. Coming down to 10 minutes left to go in the third period. A 1-0 game. Here comes Sador to center ice on the power play to Gary Curry. Curry to Gretzky. Gretzky feeds it over to Segura. Segura let it go. Picked up by Randy Burridge. Burridge right side. Burridge in the slot. Shoots. Knocked down in front. And the puck taken by Cronin. He can't clear. Sharks are back at full strength. Gretzky along the boards. Gretzky up the middle it goes. Held in there and thrown down the corner by Segura. He got it over to Gary Curry. Curry to Gretzky. Gretzky pass up the middle, intercepted. Back to center ice, Wolf Dahlen. Dahlen against Segura. Dahlen hangs on. Now a soft pass off the left side trying to hit Jeff Friesen out of his reach. Randy Burridge gives it to Chris Snell. Both teams at full strength. 9:18 to go in the third period. 1-0. San Jose leads. Kings bring it to center. Fired in by Rick Tocchet. And we're going to get an icing here if they get to it. They don't. Tony Granato got in to touch it. Play continues. Sharks try to move it out. Sharpenloff moves it up to the blue line. And it's taken now by Jeff Friesen. Friesen, 18-year-old rookie, stops to the right side, throws it in front, knocked down there. Going forward is Johan Garpenloff. Garpenloff behind the net, checked by Chris Snell. Now drops it off, wrap-around pass in the middle. Granato breaks it up and he clears it out to center ice. Norton back together, chased by Rick Tocchet. 8:40 to go, third period. Kings Granato took it away to Tocchet in the slot. He shoots, deflected wide. Granato in front, and Tocchet couldn't get to it. He got knocked down in front of the net. Here's Granato, turns, can't get a shot. Ellick couldn't get it. Todd Ellick gets up, lost the puck there. Kings hold it in, but Sergei Makarov may take it away. Here's Makarov, checked by Tony Granato, but the Sharks move it up to center ice. Oh, the Kings have come so close in this game, not only to tying it, but even going ahead. O'Donnell's pass off the right side, going to be icing as the Sharks, Sikora gets to it. 8:02 to go here in the third. 1-0 San Jose.
Close call by the Kings. Great forward checking. Rick Tocchet will be right in the middle of this one. Watch the puck bounce out in front. Tocchet goes after it. Norton right there to take it away from Rick Tocchet. Great play by the defenseman of the San Jose Sharks. He just flew flat on his belly and he made the save. He got to the puck right before Rick Tocchet did. Otherwise, wide open net.
Bob Miller along with Ralph Cramden doing the game here tonight. Norton. Puck comes off the boards in the King zone to Daryl Sador. 1-0 San Jose. 7:54 to go, third period. Todd Ellick breaks it up at center ice, gives it to Ulf Dahlen. He's got the only goal so far tonight. A short-hander back in the first period. Bob Airey's pass, broken up. Kings clear it to center ice. Tom Peterson to Todd Ellick. Ellick's pass over to Bob Airey, and Airey sends it down into the Kings zone. The Sharks looking for their 7th win of the year. The Kings looking for their 5th. At center ice, loose puck. Kings jump on it there. Left wing side, Kevin Todd. Todd throws it down in the San Jose zone, and Sean Cronin back to take it. He's checked by John Druce. Sador holds it in. Sador's pass broken up. San Jose with it now. They get it over to Jason Moore. Here's Moore to center ice. Slaps it off the glass. Chased down by Kevin Todd. Todd and Sador get to it. And an icing call against San Jose.
San Jose continuing to play the defensive style. There's Kevin Constantine, runner-up last year for Coach of the Year. We're going to see a reason why he was runner-up. Biggest improvements from one year to the next. San Jose, 58-point improvement last season. Quebec and Winnipeg also right there. And Constantine had a difficult situation on his hands last year. He was trying to find some kind of offense, and it was Sergei Makarov and Igor Larionov who came to Constantine and said, hey, we need to play some offense. We can score for you, but we've got to be able to play a wide-open style of game. He said, okay, one line play open, the other 3 lines get back and play defense. It's a double standard. Difficult situation for a coach, but they made it work.
They won 33 games last year. Finished 3rd in the Pacific Division. Then we've talked about what a great playoff they had. Kings put it in front. Gary Curry couldn't get it. Puck is taken by San Jose to center ice. Here's Ray Whitney, their leading goal scorer. Whitney trying to get around Dennis Segura. Segura takes it into the corner. Puck is dug out there by Bob Airey, but broken up. Kings come back to center ice. Here is Gary Curry. Curry flips it across the line. Now Randy Burridge with it. Burridge, San Jose zone. Burridge's pass. He intercepted. Sharks back balloon. Tried to come back to center ice, but Gretzky coming back, took it away. Flips it off the stick of paper. Here's Gary Curry. Curry trying to give it in front to Burridge. Taken by Chris Snell. Snell to Burridge. Tipped it. Knocked down by Urbe, and he pokes it into the corner. 6:19 to go, third period. 1-0 in favor of San Jose. At center ice, here's Wayne Gretzky. Gretzky flips it down in deep. Kings in a line change right now. Sandis Ozolinsh back to get it for San Jose. Ozolinsh with a nice move. Comes up to center ice. Gives it to Jeff Friesen. Friesen sends it in deep. And Philippe Boucher back to get it for the Kings. Boucher to Conacher. Conacher checked them on the boards. Here's Robert Long. Long up to center ice for the Kings. Robert Long across the line. Long trying to drop it back to Kevin Brown. Intercepted by Sergei Makarov. Makarov at center ice for San Jose. Hangs on and offside. Go the Sharks at the King line.
We've talked a lot about the Kings' young defense tonight. Denis Tsugurov in the second game for the Kings. Watch this one-on-one against Whitney. Stop it right there. You see the puck go loose, but Tsugurov did not leave the man. He played man-on-man all the way until he felt, okay, it's easy now to go back and get the puck. Again, right there, plays the man. That's exactly what a defenseman should do. At no time did Tsugurov ever look down at the puck. And that's the best way for a defenseman to get in trouble. Look down at the puck. Whitney, a very quick player, a very small player, but the Kings defenseman, great job one-on-one.
And now the puck driven down the King zone where Chris Snell goes back to pick it up. Up on the right side, Kings with it, down by a goal, pass to center ice, taken by Robert Long. Long feeds it to Kevin Brown. Brown in the slot. Brown walking in front, can't get a good shot. Hervé down to his knees, then seated in the crease. Made the stop and tempers Flair a little bit.
Sharks backing off on that last play. Kevin Brown showing a little bit of offense. Kevin Brown really never looks great with the puck. Very rarely does he look in control. It's exactly what we saw in that last shift. He was stick handling back and forth, but he gets the job done. It'll take time, but sooner or later, he'll find his space offensively. Look at those numbers in junior by Kevin Brown. So he can score, but right now he's just trying to feel his way into the NHL. He's doing things very well away from the puck. A lot of hits, but it's just about knowing the time when to jump in, know when to get open. Sooner or later, Kevin Brown will learn that, and he'll score in the NHL.
Face off to the left of Artur Zerbe. Last time the Kings were shut out at home, March 9th, 1994, by Eddie Belfour and the Chicago Blackhawks, 4-0. It's 1-0 here in favor of San Jose. Way out is Kelly Rudy. He knocked down the shot. He's still out in the corner. He knocks it down again. Puck comes to Falloon. He hit the side of the net. Oh, a dangerous play there. Falloon with it again. Falloon's pass up the middle, and the Kings take it away. Back to center ice. Looked like King got tripped. Nothing called. Here's Rob Cowie with it. He slaps it across the line, but the Sharks take over there, and Jamie Baker throws it back in the King zone. Falloon in front. Save. Rebound sent wide. Gaetan Duchesne got his stick on the rebound and just sent it wide. 4.5 minutes to go, and Kelly Rudy falls on the puck. Still 1-0.
Check all the way to the crease. Watch Rob Cowie, the Kings. He comes all the way back. Couple of shots. Look at Cowie, 77, sliding right back in the crease. That was save number 1. Right after that one, he made another save. Cowie playing goaltender.
Puck driven down in the San Jose zone, and Ozelin's back to get it. Can't clear. Kings hold it in. Gretzky right side. Throws it through the slot. Picked up on the left side by Conacher with a shot up over the shoulder of Hervé. Here's Gretzky with it again. Back over to Conacher. Spins. His shot deflected into the corner. Taken by Yari Curry. Curry to Gretzky. Gretzky in the corner. Checked there. Puck bounces down to Conacher. Conacher on the right wing boards. Checked from behind. Still fights for it. Can't get it. Sharks bring it up to center ice on a good play by Jeff Norton. 3:52 left to go here in the third period. Long pass all the way into the San Jose zone. Chased down by Tom Peterson. Peterson sends it back to center. Kings changing on the fly. Down 1-0. Time running out of the Kings. Here's Chris Snell. He hit the goalpost here in the third period with about 12:40 left to play. Up comes to Gretzky. Gretzky in deep, being checked there. Chris Snell in the corner. Dahlin took it away from him and cleared it out across the blue line. Picked up there by Yari Curry. Curry over to Sador. Sador slaps it in with 3:18 to go. Third period, 1-0. San Jose on a short-handed goal back in the first period. Wolf Dahlin with it. Dahlin sends it into the Kings zone and back to get it now. The Kings, Sador up to center ice to Drews. Drews trying to give it on the left side to Burridge. Burridge throws it in. Here's Sean Cronin going for it. Cronin with it. Sends it around on the left side to Gaetan Duchesne. He cleared it out to center ice, and we have an offside pass called here. 2:53 left in regulation.
Kings Hockey is brought to you by Amtrak, with over 500 destinations nationwide for you to choose from. And by Pennzoil, the motor oil that works like liquid ball bearing.
Well, the Kings are going to get a break here because the Sharks get caught with too many men on the ice. and the Kings are going to have a power play with 2:53 to go here in the third period. Pat Falloon will serve the penalty.
Well, we talked about it quite a bit this year. It seems like to be the penalty of choice of NHL officials. Too many men on the ice is being called frequently. Kevin Constantine, certainly no danger on that last play. The puck was in the neutral zone, but he got caught out there with 6 skaters and a goaltender. Power play, you see the rank, 3rd in the NHL, the Kings, but they're 0 for 5 tonight. The Sharks doing a good job throughout the entire game, having everyone get back to help out defensively, whether they're at full strength or in this situation right now, killing a penalty.
Kings have had 6 shots on their 5 power plays tonight. They need one to go in. It's 1-0 San Jose. Here's a great chance for the Kings. Gretzky at center ice. Gretzky sends it in. Right side, Granato chasing it in. Loose puck picked up by the Kings. Tocchet back to the right point to Snell. Snell, the rookie, to Curry. Curry at the left point. Curry throws it in. It comes around the boards, and Gretzky with it there. Gretzky, right side, double team. Gets it back to Snell at the blue line. Snell, stick on the red line to Curry, and a save by Urbe. Taken by the Kings again. In the corner, Granato. Now it comes high in the air, bounces away from Gretzky. Gaetan Duchesne clears with 2:14 to go in regulation. Kings have got 1:18 left in their power play. 1-0 San Jose leads. Here's Sador. Sador up to center ice to Gretzky. Gretzky throws it into the corner. Jeff Friesen back. Can't clear. Right point. Curry holds it in. Friesen took it away and clears to center ice. 1:54 to go in regulation. Kings have got 1 minute left to go on the power play. Sador left side to Gretzky at the left point to Curry. Curry back to Gretzky. San Jose zone. Back to Curry. Curry right side. Almost lost it. Burridge with it. Burridge in behind the net to Gretzky. Gretzky checked there by Jason Moore. Puck was taken by Randy Burridge. Burridge gives it to Tocchet. Tocchet in the corner to Gretzky. They're pulling Kelly Rudy. Here's a shot by Burridge. Deflected up out of play. With 1:27 left, the Kings have pulled the goaltender, Kelly Rudy, for the extra attacker. Randy Burridge got it in deep on the right side, but his shot deflected up into the crowd.
Bob, the Kings trying to get an attack mounted there with a power play. But again, they can never go to the scoring area. Credit a man like Jason Moore out there. He was out there with Sean Cronin. Efficient use of the size by the San Jose Sharks, especially on defense in this penalty kill, getting right back to the front of the net and knocking down Kings players. Looks like Kelly Rudy will go back into the goal right here. The face-off outside the Sharks' blue line. Rudy will wait to see what happens, who controls the puck. I'm sure if the Kings control the puck deep in the Sharks' zone, Kelly Rudy will come out again.
Well, the Kings still have 34 seconds left in a man advantage, and now we get a timeout called. The Kings call a timeout. Barry Melrose wants to set things up here as to when Kelly Rudy is going to come back out. Let's take a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Kings. They're right back here tomorrow night, and we will be too, to bring you the game between the Kings and the Vancouver Canucks. Pavel Bure coming in tomorrow night. We'll be on the air at 7 o'clock with Break the Ice, Bill McDonald and Jim Fox, and then Jim and I will have all the play-by-play at 7:30. Then the Kings of Vancouver meet again Monday in Vancouver. We'll be on the air at 7:30 from the Pacific Coliseum. And Calgary here next Thursday with Theron Fleury at 7:30. Right after our game tonight, stay tuned for the Prime Ticket Press Box for all the sports news of the day. They'll bring you the highlight scores and more. So get with the program, get with the box tonight, right after our game.
Bob, I think that timeout by the Kings called not necessarily to talk about strategy. I think Barry Melrose was just using that timeout to rest his players that were already on the ice. Gretzky, Tocchet, Granato, Yari Curry. So the Kings going with 4 forwards right there, out with Chris Snell. So the Kings are a little tired, so he used the timeout. And Kelly Rudy looks like he's coming out again.
Snell finds it behind the net. Rudy is out with 1:21 left to go in regulation. Sharks clear it to center ice. Kings with 6 attackers. Down 1-0. 1:14 to go, third period. Here is Sakura flipping it high in the air, but not out. Gretzky, top of the slot, to the blue line to Snell. Snell to Granato. Granato knocked it down. Couldn't get a good shot. It goes underneath the defenseman, and he covers it up. Tom Peterson falling on it. Went to the Tim Waters school of covering up that puck.
He did a great job right there. He never really had the puck underneath him until the last second. There's Peterson. Make the safe play in your own zone. The Kings had to move the puck quickly because the Sharks were pressuring. And right there, Schnell just got it through. There's Peterson going down. There's the puck underneath his legs. Finally, he gets a little help there. Gaetan Duchesne, number 11, getting back. It was Duchesne who put the puck underneath his teammate. Kelly Rudy is pulled for the extra attacker. Still 9 seconds remaining in the Sharks penalty. So in essence, the Kings with a 2-man advantage. Another timeout called, this one called by the San Jose Sharks. We'll take this time here to talk about things. Different situation, Bob. You don't see it all the time. The Kings already on the power play. Again, now they're going to have a 2-man advantage. This time, Barry Melrose taking time to talk more strategy. Now he has rested players.
Arthur Zerbe working on the shutout here. He had 3 last year. He had 1 in 1992-93. That was against the Kings, the first ever in Sharks history. And then he had 3 last season. And Arthur Zerbe has been the big man for the San Jose Sharks tonight. He has faced 36 shots. San Jose has only 18.
And it looks like the Kings will send out Kevin Todd to take this face-off. Gretzky's out there, Granato, Tocchet, Daryl Sador, and Jari Kurri. But Kevin Todd will take the face-off. He's the Kings' best face-off man by far. Gretzky's out there with him along the boards. Bob, expect the Kings to get the puck to Gretzky. He will be the quarterback in this situation, and Gretzky will look for people away from the play. He likes that one-timer with Jari Kurri.
Zerbe's had 1 shutout so far this year. The face-off will be to the right of Arthur Zerbe with 1:02 left to go in regulation. Kings down by a goal and off the draw. Jari Kurri with 1 minute to go to Gretzky. Gretzky shoots, deflected into the corner. That went off Sakura. He's hobbling past right side. Shot by Sador and a save. Rebound taken by Gaetan Duchesne. He flips it high in the air all the way down into the Kings zone. Behind the net, Jari Kurri for the icing call. So the face-off comes back into the San Jose zone.
Kings taking advantage of their extra man out there. There's Kelly Rudy on the bench taking a rest. The face-off was won by Kevin Todd. Look at all the Kings up there. They had 4 across with only 2 men back. Again, never a chance. Gretzky tries it right there off the bat. And I don't mind that at all on the face-off. That should loosen things up. The one-timer gets through by Daryl Sador. The Kings, though, really didn't have a good chance to crash the net. I have to credit the Sharks' big defenseman again. As soon as the puck makes it to the front of the net, it's big bodies in there. Gretzky can't pick up the loose puck.
Zerbe's shutout this year was on January 25th, 4-0 against Winnipeg. So he's looking for his 6th shutout of his NHL career. 43 and 9/10 seconds left in the 3rd period. Kevin Todd will take the draw. Kings net is empty. 6 attackers on the ice. Kings trying to tie it up. Todd against Baker. Todd wins the draw to Granato, to the blue line to Sador. Back to Granato. He couldn't hang on to it. It's held in by Sador. Throws it in behind the net toward Gretzky. Broken up by Ozolin. Sador again to the right point. He's pressured there. Puck comes out to center ice. 28 seconds left in regulation. Puck driven in by Granato, but taken away and cleared by Bob Airy. Sador with it. 22 seconds left in regulation. Kurri over to get it back at the King line. His pass goes to Todd, but the Kings are back in their own zone with 12 seconds left. Here's Todd to center. Todd still with it. Throws it over to Gretzky. Tips it in. 8 seconds left in regulation. Taken there and ripped around the boards. Taken by the Sharks. Left side, Baker shoots, scores into the empty net with 7/10 of a second left. And the Sharks are going to get the shutout. They lead 2-0.
Jamie Baker picks up the loose puck and puts it into the empty net. But I'm going to go back to it again. We'll take a look at the goal. Little head tap there by Jamie Baker for Arthur Zerbe, and Irby outstanding tonight. Look at the blocking going on right there, and Baker has a wide open net. But right back to the Sharks defense, Bob. At no time were the Kings, when they pulled the goaltender, even with a 2-man advantage, they never could penetrate the scoring area. The big bodies of the San Jose Sharks did a great job holding the Kings on the outside. Really no dangerous plays whatsoever. And the Sharks should win this one, 2-0.
Jamie Baker gets his 3rd of the year, and they face it off, and that's it. And the San Jose Sharks, the empty net, Baker is 3rd, assisted by Norton at 19:59, and the Shutout goes to Artur Zerbe, 2-0. The Sharks over the Kings. We're going to go to the Prime Ticket press box for a preview right now. Join our old friend Paul Sunderland. All Ticketmaster outlets. So for Jim Fox, this is Bob Miller. Thanks very much for being with us. Artur Zerbe gets his 6th career shutout and his 2nd of the year. The final score here tonight, San Jose Sharks 2, the Los Angeles Kings 0. Good night, everyone.
Kings Hockey has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It's just plain smart to fly Southwest, the low-fare airline. By Toyota and their full line of quality cars and trucks. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By Miller Lite, you can expect great things from the great taste of Miller Lite. By your Southern California Lexus dealer, who invite you to test drive a Lexus today. By Great Western's family of companies, $42 billion strong, Great Western will always be there. By your Southern California Chevrolet and Geo dealers. Come see the all-new lineup of cars, trucks, and vans today. And by Jack in the Box restaurants. Watch out, Mac. Jack's back.